Dang, dang, smart brain, heart aims, really all I wanted. So goddamn main hips, tits, ass, really just a bonus. Stuck inside this house, fuck this here, gone from love, not corona. I really miss the days when you shave instead of jumping on cojones, my little woman. Damn, where that back and forth that, ma'am? Show me something for your homie, gotta offer half. 6 months prior, we both offered laughs. Told you and Omen how one day we may go off the path. My mama told me that just normal John don't overact. She told me, son, this spot right here will couples show they ass. So don't pick one that likes to throw it back if you can't handle everything that might come after that now. Boy, I love that. It make me feel bad. Finally got you on my back, but I still can't get you on my head. Ooh, my team, you know. You don't know what love is. It's my team, you don't know. You don't know.
You say you know what love is, but I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh, you say you know what love is, but I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh, you say you know what love is, but I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh, you say you know what love is, but I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh, you go. Seen it in your life. Ooh.
Boy.
Uh-oh.
Should I get a thotty or get a knee along? Should I get a thotty or get a knee along? Should I get a thotty or get a knee along? Should I get a thotty or get a knee along? Now should I get a thotty? or get a knee alone. She had a half rap back, told her leave it alone. She don't even try to front, never leave me them bone. Even gave head 3 blocks from the Superdome. Tongue is the same great shape, she in black and gold. Told me don't stop, daddy hit it to the mattress gone. What I look like, ain't shy, ass through the Joan. I'm the only guy made Mardi Gras animal. I track pheromones, left, right, stereo. I could be Greg on the Friday, coming jog. Make sure it's slow-mo, which ward Pentagon. Man, that means bitch, straight talk, no subliminal. I'm a Sue in the box, so you gotta choke. Heard you a mountain, so I'm coming with a lot of rope. I heard you like it when they silly, so I got a joke. So turn around, bend it over, show a lot of folks. Cause I ask if you don't mind the whoop the Mag Town sign. If you don't mind the whoop the Mag Town sign. If you don't mind the whoop the East Point sign. If you don't mind the whoop the decap sign. Now should I get a thotty or get a knee alone? Now should I get a thotty or get a knee alone? Now should I get a thotty or get a knee alone? Now should I get a thotty or get a knee alone? Now should I get a thotty or get a knee alone? I'm so confused how you choose from a wrong and wrong. If it ain't sweet, I won't eat like it's Ramadan. With the pussy eat, you would squeak like a sing-along. Knock out bare bone, slime gang, diary zone. Watch you, I carry on, not who I married though. 3 shots, bring it on, cap till the drink is gone. Slap when I see the thong, nap when she need a home. Uber outside, looking for the white here though. The walk of shame, looking good with that cheetah on. I wanna see you next week, but I leave you alone. You want some more, then I love it, bring your sister on. 18 yeah, but I rap for the party though. I'm in Love Jones, hot as a baller room. Are we there yet? Give me soul food. I be a fresh prince, and too deep too. I be a best man, call me Keanu. Have a fatal effect, your boy in hood too. At Big Mama's house, they have plenty of you. Don't leave me held up, you bad ass boo. Now should I get a thotty or get a knee alone? I think I'd answer that, I'm taking 3 of y'all. Short hair, we be dancing off a Frida song. And then leave Craig and Debbie getting their freaking on. Monkey on the stick, monkey on the stick, every day. Monkey on the stick, monkey on the stick. I serve monkey on the stick, monkey on the stick. All day, monkey on the stick, monkey on the stick. Now, should I get a thotty or get a knee alone? After I answer that, I'm taking 3 of those. Short hair, we be rocking off a free song. Then leave Crep and Debbie getting it freaking on. I said, monkey on the stick, monkey on the stick. I heard monkey on the stick. They'll be like, I be hearing the song, John, but you don't sound like you the person on it. I'm using my normal voice. Now, should I get a thotty or get a knee alone? She had a hair wrap back, told her leave it alone. We don't even try to front, never leave me the bone. Even gay head, 3 block from the Superdome. Tongue is a saint, great shape. She in black and gold. Somebody don't stop that, it hit it to the metric gone. I like to do different kind of stuff, man. Like other people who've been rocking with me for a long time understand I attract different cultures, so they may not hear the shit. Like I can hear a person from California saying, hey, yo, man, give me the burger. Or I can hear a dialect from New York or from the South. Like you hear that New Orleans dialect. And I used to, when I grew up, it was when I went to the Air Force and we were stationed out in Texas. I gotta be honest. It was born when I was stationed out in San Angelo, Texas, San Antonio, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Going down by Houston, Texas and shit. I fell in love with that New Orleans kind of music with DJ Jubilee, Big Frida, and all that stuff. So even though I was a lyricist, I love the way that sound, and I love being in the state of Texas. And these kind of songs would come on, and people would just run full speed to the dance floor. I saw guys talking to girls, and then a song would come on, and they just run and leave the girl and run to the dance floor. And I love that kind of music, so I always wanted to make that sound of music, that Fifth Ward kind of music. You know what I'm saying? That Big Frida sound of music. And I was a lyricist. So where it seems like you may be dumbing down and people not understanding, like, oh, this simple. It ain't, I love it. I love it. I love to go down to that. I didn't want to say go down to that level, but I love to make that kind of music, man. Shout out, what's up, Anonymous? What's up, Anonymous Wish? You know what I'm saying? Being from Atlanta and making music like that, I love it. I love it. I love it. And there's a battle rapper by the name of Official. She's pretty popular, pretty famous. She's one of the biggest battle rappers out. I owe my whole writing career to this battle rapper. Official, Snoop Dogg lover. She big. She one of the top female battle rappers of all time. But I remember when I caught her when she used to be in these Facebook groups and nobody paid her any attention. And I saw one of her battles and I was like, this motherfucker is crazy good. Like the raw talent spewing out of this girl's pores. She was only like 18 years old, 19 years old, and the top female battle rappers was way older. For her to be so young, and I'm like, yo, this girl is hot. I hit her up when nobody was paying her no attention. When she was begging for interviews. She was begging anybody to give her an interview for notoriety. I hit her up. And I said, I'll interview you because I saw the potential. To see what she turned out now, to see the transition to go from not known begging for an interview to be one of the greatest of all time on that journey to meet her. And she know it. She know it. She know anywhere I go. She don't matter where I could be doing an event for mixed martial arts for the UFC. She know I always credit her for having my first major written article to propel me to the things I've achieved in life now. So when I make these kind of New Orleans songs where she from, I always send these songs to her because I know she from New Orleans. And I'm like, yo, I don't care what nobody else say. I gotta know what you feel about the song. And Official always she'll let me know the truth if it's rocking, you know what I'm saying, or not. So shout out to Official. But y'all know when I tell stories like that, I always do the stuff to see what you can learn from it, that you never forget anybody. You never forget the people who you met in your life and the walks of things that you go through. You never know, man. Shout out to my girl, Kathy Borthwick. Subscribe to Toothless Tiger just now. Toothless Tiger is amazing. I want to get a panel. I would love to get Beware, Toothless Tiger, Miss 504. If I had my dream panel right now, and it could change this right now in the environment we're in, it would be Toothless Tiger, Miss 504. I would have Kwame Brown on that motherfucker. But what I'm learning about a lot of intelligent people, I don't fit the category, but a lot of intelligent people are very quiet. You know what I'm saying? That, like, if you get a lot of people around, they're not going to jump out to speak. Who else would I like on there? I would like Anonymous Wish on there, man. I don't know. I don't even think you guys remember Anonymous Wish because she only came on my panel once. But I think Anonymous Wish has a lot of stuff to say from Texas. So definitely understand there's a certain flavor to it, that repetition and funk or blues ingredients. It is blues. It is. You can tell. And it's just different, man. It's just, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I don't even try to fucking front, bro. I'm so in love with Louisiana. I'm so in love with New Orleans. I'm so in love with that whole area. I'm so in love with the different culture. I'm so in love with the French Quarters. I'm so in love with everything that's different about that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm in love with it. If you could take the humidity from there and throw that motherfucker far away to goddamn France somewhere, if you just throw all the humidity away, man, I wouldn't want to live nowhere else on the planet, bro. It's just thick with culture, thick with a different culture, man. It's almost like it's a different country a little bit. Shout out to my baby. In my mind, L. Evans 504 to South, Mark J. Like Whitney. Yeah, what's up, Mark J? My man Mark J in the building, man. I'm gonna put the link up here as I always do because I want y'all to come up here. You know what I'm saying?
But I felt like with the things that has been going on and the things that I've been missing, I want to come back in. And I ain't heard Miss 504 in over a week. And I know for a fact, no matter what's going on in my life, if I play Miss 504 breaking down something, I'm going to have fun. And when I have fun, y'all be liking this shit. We have fun. But before we get into something like that, I want to ask people like Anonymous Wish. I want to ask the people, you know, because I've been pulled from both sides. That where people feel like I'm intelligent, if people feel like I'm funny and I can roast and do all this other shit. Like, what are some of the serious videos, the serious topics you would like to hear that I get into, or we have a panel about? We break out. Shout out to my girl Jay Pleasant. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Michelle Notting. Shout out to my people who rock with me normally. Y'all, all y'all people who rock with me normally. You know, shout out to all y'all. By Any Means says, what's good, John? What's good by any means? Nice picture to go with the name, profile name of your channel. Toothless Tiger is in here. How real family. I want to thank everyone that showed me love by subscribing to my page. I'm truly grateful. Toothless Tiger, you have transcended across communities, man. People are loving you from all over this motherfucker. I don't know what happened after I left. I know the night after I left, I told on my chat, I know it was a little long that night. It was 4 hours. But I'm like, if Kwame see it, Kwame give you a shout out, man. You deserve a shout out. But until then, if you want to come on my channel, I'm going to put the link up here. Make sure you come up. There's about what we talked about last time, new developments. I would love to get your opinion on. So I know I'm scrolling up to see what you said. But if you're still in here, I'm going to put that link up and I would love for you to come on. Miss 504 done stuff yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna play Miss 504 stuff and I'm gonna listen to it and go through it. But like, I always get conflicted with my channel. Like, I don't never try to front like I have all the answers. There's two different audience, man. There's a different audience that see my intellect. And shout out to my man Beware, man. My boy Beware in the building, man. Shout out to Beware, man. I get pulled like, dude. I'm both parts. I can't lie to you. For the people who want me to be this monotone voice, intellect person that can play your stuff, pause it, break you down, that's me. That's honestly me. That's not fake. For the person that sit up here that can roast, laugh, joke with you, cuss, get loud and all that stuff, that's me too. I mean, I come from the south side of MacTown, Macon, Georgia, man. All of that is me. I'm interested in everything. I would sit up here and have fun, drink some motherfucking beers and have fun with my boy Beware. And at the same time, when the live is over with, I'll fucking watch a documentary about blue whales. Just quiet, just blue whales, man. I'm everything. I'm all of that. Like T.I. said, I'm all of that. So if I'm pulling too forward towards one way and the people who like me for another different way, let me know what videos y'all like to see me do, talk about, discuss, break down. I'm all of it. I have no problem doing it. Shout out to my man Mark John Unelible on Snap Throwback Vibes. Yes, I'm unelible. I put that up here for a reason. You know why I put this up here, because you on my John N channel. I'm unelible, baby. I can't lose. I'm incapable of losing. I'm unelible, baby. Beware said, hey, Kathy. I ain't see Kathy, but if he said, hey, Kathy, oh, I already gave a shout out to Kathy. Topic. What you've been thinking about lately? You seem to thrive when you have some kind of ethical issues you contemplating, but you ain't got to be so structured. Just whatever, get to know each other. Okay, so let me answer my girl Anonymous Wish. It doesn't have to be ethical issues with me that I contemplate. I guess I'm feeling that that's what y'all want, so I give y'all ethical issues. I'm more worldly. I don't give a fuck what we talk about. It don't have to be ethical issues. I have to walk the line to get more subscribers and get more popularity. A popular current event. My brain don't always have to be on a popular current event. It can be something very small that you guys have never heard of that's pissing me off or worrying me. Like today, Mark and some of my people who know me from my other channel. I got so many channels, you have to find them all. But on another channel, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of drama and a lot of heat from what happened on the last live I did. You know, when you come at a YouTuber, they come punching back, and just the weirdo shit that it was punching back. They didn't punch back on hard enough on anything that would affect me. Just in the manner that they punch back, it taught me a lot. Like for instance, right? Y'all know. Anonymous wish it. Y'all know. Tommy Sotomayor is a nothing. We don't give a fuck about him in the black community. But the two white women who we called out for races and we called them out for putting that black boy on and put him up as a prop. When people go on YouTube, they search your name and they put up the closest thing they find. They do no research. So they put up with my name, they put up Tommy Sotomayor. So they start tagging me in posts and tagging Tommy Sotomayor as if he's the Batman fucking beacon. Shit funny. Like Tommy's gonna save us. I'm like, do you know this nigga reputation in the black American community? Do you know this nigga reputation in our community over here? Like, nobody give a fuck about that motherfucker. What the fuck he gonna do to me? But it's just like, fuck all that shit. Fuck all of that. Let's just talk about, it taught me how human beings research. How people research. We research. If I can make a correct analogy, we research like we are pulling the skin off of chicken. We get that first layer, and that's all we need. We'll hang this motherfucker up, all the skin off a goddamn breast, as if we know everything about a chicken. That's what they did. He's exposing us for being a racist. Let's type his name in. Since Tommy threatened to burn his children alive, he must be afraid of Tommy. Let's tag Tommy, and Tommy will get him and take care of John real for us. First layer chicken. First layer. I started looking at sports. I started looking at a bunch of other things that we look into. Y'all ain't gonna catch this. And I know y'all not gonna catch this. Because I'm one of those weirdos that pay more attention to mixed martial arts and boxing than I do any other sport. But Conor McGregor broke his leg a couple weeks ago. And I listened to the real mixed martial arts people who I was involved in, the journalists that report on it, and then we all reported the same thing. But then Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp come on, and Shannon Sharp said, Conor McGregor, you lucky that leg saved you. You lucky you're done, you're a has-been. You was going to get beat up anyway. He was beating you the whole round. And I was scared, Anonymous, which I was honestly scared when Shannon Sharp was saying this. And I'm going to tell you why I was scared. Because I listened to Shannon Sharp on so much other shit that I trust him on. So when I say him saying shit so wrong, have I been duped on other things? Because that first layer of chicken, the first layer of skin is all people need. He said that Conor McGregor got beat up that whole fight and Conor McGregor got lucky that his leg snapped. Me, I do mixed martial arts. I write journalists about mixed martial arts. I know mixed martial arts. Everybody in the mixed martial arts community saw that on the feet, Conor McGregor was beating him, the Dustin Poirier. Everybody saw that on the feet, the only one sloppy move Conor McGregor did when he reached in, he normally waits to counter you, but he went in forward, doesn't hit him. He got one clean hit. Conor McGregor easily beat him on the feet. So when we talk about on the ground, Dustin Poirier, he never took Conor on the ground. Conor went for a guillotine choke. He jumped up and put himself on the ground. I asked myself, why would he do that? His training camp said that they worked on that the entire training camp. I think that's a dumb fucking idiot move from his trainers to work on a goddamn guillotine the entire training camp when that's not your thing. But nonetheless, It doesn't take away from the fact that Dustin Poirier never took Conor McGregor down. He tried and he failed. So Conor McGregor beat him on the feet. He couldn't take Conor McGregor down. When he got Conor McGregor down and was hitting him with shots, Conor McGregor got up. So he wins on the feet. He wins in the grappling. He goes for a submission hold. He gets up. And when he gets up, his foot breaks on his own. His foot just breaks. That is completely the opposite of what was reported by men who don't know mixed martial arts. This is the same subject we started this conversation on, the skin, the research. Human beings are so intelligent, Anonymous Wish. Human beings are so intelligent. We can tell you the exact molecules and chemical makeup for each of the planets in the solar system, and we haven't been to all of them. And we knew it before we got there. We are so intelligent, we can look at the gravitational pull upon things outside of our solar system, and we can know from all of this gravitational pull, there's no way these planets can be pulling this way unless there's another planet out there called the ninth planet. We haven't seen it. We have proof. But the way this shit is pulling, it can only be pulling from another planet there. That's awesome. And while we are feeling this way, while we are this intelligent, we don't know how a boyfriend and girlfriend can stay together. We're only 50% successful at marriages. Simply waking up, showering, brushing your teeth, and treating the person that you went head over heels with nice enough to make them feel wanted. We be fucked if different portions of people just fell off right now. You know, and it shouldn't be that way. Things that we feel that are astronomically hard to understand, it should always be someone that we know can understand that in every single community, be it black, white, Asian, I don't give a fuck. Something that we know that if all the other segments die, that we could go on as human beings. Random Pluto will always be a planet. If Pluto is a planet, you're gonna have to add at this point, from what we know of astronomy, at least 6 more planets to our solar system. Even one shaped like a double conjoined egg. I love learning shit like that. Crystal Bush said, real life is complicated. Science is easy. Life is science. Your feelings and emotions are science. You don't have to be. Never thought of life that way. Yeah, I feel you. It don't have to be, you know. Good analogy from Cherokee. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Does it matter how it broke? Do you think he would have won had it not broke? Sheila, I don't know. I think the only thing that would have bothered me on my prediction on would he have won had it not broken would have been his stamina, that he had issues in the later round with his stamina. If you talk about skill set, even in the fight that he lost before that, Conor McGregor had landed more punches. It was more precise. So even with the skill set, he has more skill set than Dustin Poirier. I have no problem with that. But I need more information before I would say that. But I didn't see Dustin Poirier take him down. Dustin Poirier beat him in the first fight with the leg kicks. The leg kicks took him out. Conor McGregor fixed the leg kick problem. Dustin Poirier has a problem. When you throw leg kicks at him, all his fights, he never knew how to stop leg kicks. Not Conor, Dustin Poirier is the one who can't stop the leg kicks. So I don't know. That's why I would have loved to see it go on. That's why I love a part 3, because I know more details than a Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp that you want them to talk about football, basketball, baseball, mixed martial arts. box and you want two guys that know everything in it, that's impossible. You need to get experts in different fields. I'm bringing her video on. We got into the subject that we get into right now. Look up planet series. Yeah, I looked that up. It's not a planet. It's just really, really small, and it's inside of what a asteroid layer is. Bro, I go to sleep this shit every night, bro. Like, ain't nothing you finna tell me about outer space, bro. But yeah, Sirius is very, very small, smaller than our moon. I bet there are civilizations out there. Okay. Y'all gonna make a nerd platform? We gonna go. Y'all want to go for a nerd? We can go for a nerd. Let me know. Let me know before I bring it on. Let me know, because I used to feel like I went simple. Simple is one Earth, a fucking trillion stars just in one Milky Way galaxy. Trillions of stars, and from these trillions of stars, every star we call a star is a sun. It is a sun with planets around it. And we just need one of this weird Goldilocks era. Oh, it's easy. Because trillions in one galaxy, but then there are trillions of galaxies. This is fucking, your brain can't even comprehend how much that is, how big that is, how much space that is. Your brain can barely comprehend how big our little small solar system is. So I'm like, of these numbers, I always get, when we talk about drama, I talk about numbers. Of these numbers, fuck yeah, there's a planet. But then I started looking into more details. You don't just need a planet in the Goldilocks zone and you can just fly down to it and you're just gonna live happily ever after. There are way more things you need. You wanna go with size? You are so perfectly designed for planet Earth that if you land in a perfect world where it's not too hot, not too cold, if you land on that planet and it's way bigger than Earth, you're gonna fucking die because you can't hold up the weight. Not only can you not hold up the weight from it, because the larger the planet, the stronger the fucking gravity that's gonna clamp you down. When you see people on the moon, they bounce around like that because the moon is smaller than Earth, has smaller gravity. So when you go on a planet with larger gravity, you're fucked. So since your body is so perfectly designed to Earth, now we can't look at planets just in the Goldilocks zone. We have to look at planets in the Goldilocks zone that's the size of our planet. But you still get worse. We only have the climate that we have because we have a moon of that size. You have a small moon, it moves away every single year. A moon will only move close to crashing to the planet or move far away till it goes away. Our moon moves a centimeter away every single year. Every year, centimeter away until it moves far away. Now, we are tidally locked. No, we're not tidally locked, but our axis is leaning to the side because of the moon, which creates our four seasons, which creates us from having insane hurricanes and all this other crazy shit that will destroy the world or make the world too cold. Not only that, so now if we stop right there, you no longer have to find a planet in the Goldilocks zone. You got to find a planet in the Goldilocks zone that's not bigger because it'll be too heavy and gravity will be too strong, not lighter or we'll bounce around like the moon. But at the same time, it got to have a moon that tilts us to the exact same orifice that's tilting us to right now to create these weathers, to we're not having ravishing extreme weather and hurricanes all across the planet to make life sustainable. So that takes all of this and it makes it that even much less. Now, why don't a lot of planets have oxygen? You'll find planet with all these planets with everything. You find planets that it rains diamonds. One of the things that made an abundance of oxygen on our planet that's mixed with the carbon dioxide is from our ocean. It's always from our algae and the life forms that live here. So it's like a give and take. The life form comes in from a little bit, but it gives back to the planet. The trees live, but it gives back to the planet. So you got to have life Life has to exist in order to create the oxygen and stuff that we breathe on these planets that cannot be too big, cannot be too small. Got to have the right size moon to keep us on the axis, to not go crazy with the weather. So when I start taking in all of this shit that makes life on Earth, I can understand why Earth is so much different than other planets. You wouldn't even have all of this oxygen if it wasn't for life forms. You need the life forms to create the oxygen. I didn't ask for this topic. Y'all did. This is shit that I keep to myself. This is shit I keep to myself. You're really interesting, Sheila McLean. Well, shout out to you, Sheila McLean. I'm sorry, I wanted to take Kwame off YouTube. I don't know what happened with Kwame. I've been gone for 3 days, so anything y'all know way more than I do. Oh, I got good news. If y'all want to talk about Kwame, you want to talk about Jessica Reed, Charlamagne the God case. Jessica Reed hotel is booked for the next 5 days. We got her stylist booked. We got everything as we're doing a professional shoot. And it is no more a wonder. It is real. It is happening. I will be shooting the official, nobody used footage, Surviving Charlamagne the God documentary for Jessica. We will be shooting it. I don't know, regular cameras. We will be shooting it on red cameras. The same shit that you go to the movie theaters to see. So Jessica Reed is on her way here. It's already booked. It's already locked in. That's my next 4 or 5 days. Me, film crew, and Jessica Reed. We got the locations booked, everything. Matter of fact, Jessica Reed will be in this room that I'm in right here. So that's something that that's it's already done. Nama says excellent, Juju. Yeah. Yeah. I should fuck with it and be like, yo, I'm live now. Look, just told him. Keep applying that pressure. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I want you to come on here tonight, Beware, because it's something I want to ask you about how these skanks was talking that shit, but it was something that you had said when you was on the panel with me. I want you to come up here. But great. I'm so happy and proud she's speaking out. She always wanted to speak out, man. Jessica Reed is far more mature than people understand. You know, sometimes mature people get a bad rap because when you're extremely mature, you'll look at a toxic situation and you'll walk away. That's the worst part about being mature, is that you have the intelligence to walk away. And how the internet works is, you know, like when you walk away, that's the right thing to do. But then the narcissists and the crazy people continue to talk and fuck your shit up. You know, it's not like you don't have a voice. So when you don't talk, people speak for you. So a lot of when that choke, no joke, and that crazy shit happened, she just walked away. You know, she needed her space as a mature woman, as a mature adult. She had to walk away from it because I never told anybody. I don't give a fuck now because we about to shoot. But the lead attorney had put her in a very messed up situation, and he knew better. He knew better because I called him on the phone and I told him. He kept shouting out because he knew it would make him look good. He kept shouting out saying, my channel was great because it settled a beef. There was a beef between Jessica and Choke, no joke, and now they left my channel being friends. And he knew that wasn't true. I flat out told him. He said, they said they're gonna call each other, and that was it. I'm like, she hadn't spoken to this nigga. He was mad. He don't want her to work with anybody. You don't understand. There are bad people in the world. There's selfish people. He want it to just be them two, and if she ever tries to do anything away from him, then he's pissed. When your live ended, she called me and we talked. Like and And then people start leaving comments and they start talking shit in the comment section saying like, John Real is dirty because he came between them and now they back together. So yay, they made a story in their own head. That's what we do as Black people a lot of time. We make this fictitious story in our head. We don't look at reality. We don't look at the clues that show us reality. It's so easy, like a Disney story, to say she's with this guy named Choke and they're working hand in hand together. And some new guy come in to try to want fame or something, and he weasel his way into it like a fucking Disney villain. And then they corrupt, and then the lead attorney comes in and he's the wizard. He sets everything straight. The evil guy leaves. Her and Choke No Joke are cool again. That's a Disney fucking cartoon movie. In reality, Choke No Joke had done so much dirty shit that she wasn't fucking with him on. He had these conversations before I even came on. He was like, well, let them use the video. It's my video. It's not your video. It's about your story, but it's mine. I own it. It's so much dirty shit had taken place that by the time I came, it was just a final straw. It was just like this negativity and all this shit happened. And when Jessica Reed was on the Lead Attorney channel, she's not a confrontational person. She'll sit back and be like, all right, you got it, you won. So Choke No Joke is an overbearing person. So he can say, this happened, did I do this? Or you think I steal money from you? He can talk all this stuff and Jessica Reed will succeed and just let him win that because she really don't give a fuck about none of this stuff. She only care about justice. She just care about getting her story out and justice for herself. So she don't give a fuck about who win or who lose or who look great or who look right on a fucking YouTube channel. She'll rather just play the backfield and let them believe whatever they want to believe, but let's get this work done behind the scene. And I have a lot of passion in my heart. I have a lot of passion to where I don't like people being done wrong. So it hurt me to read all these comments putting Jessica down on Lead Attorney channel. Comment saying, she let some new dude come between all the work they did together. But she was working, she had no outlet. Nobody would listen to her. She was by herself. And the one outlet she had parameters on her like a cricket boxing promoter when it should have never been that way. It should have never been that way. So I had to sit back and let people call me a villain and say all of this shit and talk all this shit about Jessica. But I'm like, it's all good. None of it's going to matter when they see the shit that I got planned. None of it's going to matter. I'll legit start watching the TLA after that, yeah. I've never seen, it didn't matter what I said at the time, but, I squashed everything. I had no beef with nobody unless some nigga talking about some physical beef. Then we can meet up. I ain't got no problem with that. But as far as trying to come at somebody, I don't have nothing like that. I felt more bad. The shit that really hurt me was just all the comments saying this stupid, idiotic Disney cartoon. I'm glad they was able to work together. Yay, happy ending. No happy ending. This nigga, when the last thing she said on Lead Attorney, she told him, call me. He never called her because in order for him to work with her, she couldn't work with nobody else. It had to be her under his wing again, like some pimp. And we talking about a woman that was sexually assaulted. He didn't want that. He wasn't gonna never be cool. And like me, right? I do a documentary with Carly. Carly worked with a billion motherfuckers. She not me. She not my pen pal. Carly called me today. She said, you're my friend. You're not just a person doing a documentary. So when you're going through things, let me know. She said that to me today. And even though she said that to me today, if somebody want to work with her, go do it. Push your motherfucking story out there. I would never, I don't own you. It's almost like he wanted to own her. do what I say, do it my way, or fuck you. So it really pissed me off to just sit here and I just read all these comments of people making something so simplistic. But why was it simplistic? It was simplistic because all we want is to take that breast. We don't want to do real research into the meat. We just peel that skin back. And this is enough to make us think that we scholars. We know everything about this fucking chicken. When people try to come and debate on my channel, they first level. People who've been rocking with me for years, Crystal Bush, Anonymous, I know y'all new to me, but people who've been rocking with me for years, now I got the same analogy. I call it first level thinking. Somebody does just a surface level research and they go run in front of people who do no research at all. And then they go pretend like they smart and shit. You just did a little bit, bro. Sheila McLean said like an onion. Yes, exactly. Like an onion. They pull that first lever down and they get in front of people who never tried to peel an onion at all. And them people look at them like they fucking God. And I'm saying back, I done chopped the fucking onion all the way up to pieces. I done dissect this motherfucker. We done put this motherfucker on a microscope. I know everything you can know about an onion with my brain open to learn more in case somebody done did all the chopping onion steps I have, but took it to a level I haven't. That always leaving it open. So I see the motherfucker peel a layer back, sit back like, they buying this shit? They buying? Wow, they worshiping this nigga. They're really buying this shit. I'm shocked. They turn me to a villain. And what's the problem? What is the problem? Once you have an idea, you have an idea in your head, you go out and seek shit to prove your idea right that is wrong. You're supposed to always go out and seek evidence to form an idea. So since they already had the idea straight, John is the villain. It's all the story is just go walking hand in hand with Choke No Joke because he saw it first and put out the first thing. That's dumb. I've never seen that. I'm working with a woman whose brother almost did the goddamn Hassan Campbell, didn't I? I'm working with a woman whose brother was saying that he committed suicide. He didn't. How can you commit suicide with a sawed-off shotgun pump, facing down the angle, blowing your whole jaw off, not from the hand you right with, but the other hand far away that you can't even reach the trigger? He didn't deflect. He did not. Somebody murdered him. Somebody murdered him. She called me today, his sister. She called me every day. It bothers her. It bothers her. This is when a little knowledge can be a dangerous thing. But I had to sit there. I had to sit there and be the villain. They made a story in their mind that she's supposed to walk hand in hand with one guy when it should just be her by herself working with every fucking body. I don't have to know what Kwame wanted to do with Jessica. I don't have to know what Jessica got playing with somebody else. It's not my fucking business. But when she come to me, this is what I'm gonna do for you. We're gonna do this, take it, do that, because it's just her story. It's just, but this is the dangerous part. Once the idea was formed that I'm the villain, everything I'm doing must be villainous. So when I say shit that's clear in your head, that lets you know it's not going on my channel. In a normal world, that's awesome. Like, wow, this nigga doing all of this shit. He's wasting all of his time and doing all of this for her. It's not even going on his channel. No. Because the bad thing you say, well, Choke No Joke stopped this video. He had 400,000, but he don't care. He gonna do the new documentary. He gonna go from 400,000 to a couple of million. It ain't going on my channel. We gotta find some other way because he's the villain. He's the villain. We gotta find some kind of way. Goddamn, how we gonna make this nigga the villain? Another nigga who she refused to work with because of things that happened to them way before he came along all this power he put because he shot it. Wait, the new guy, John Real, is making her the executive producer, where she literally owns the footage. She putting the power back in her hand. That sounds too good. We gotta find out. We gotta flip it. This nigga is the villain. John Real is the villain. This is some not villainous stuff. So when you get an idea and you start looking for stuff to prove that idea correct in your brain, it fucks you up. John the villain. So we thought they had a happy ending after the lead attorney stream, but John coming on his live and saying that they didn't talk afterwards. She called John. Oh my Lord, Jessica still duped. She's still going with the villain instead of going with Choke. But if you see what Choke was doing to this girl, if y'all saw way before I came along, if you saw what I saw, you'll understand why my heart was there to be like, fuck this shit, you ain't doing this no more. You'll see it. Malice said, just got here on the Minnesota Time. Thanks to Kwame, I found your channel more than a month ago. What are we talking about? I just got off work. What's up, Malice? Thank you for stopping by. What's wrong with getting like-minded people to want to help her? Sheila, check this shit out right here. Check this out. I think it would have been awesome as fuck. Oh my God. With the visual cameras we have, it would have been awesome as fuck to put Choke No Joke in this, to make him part of the story. For him to tell the story, how he met her, shot the first form of the documentary, and how that shit caught on. I mean, great. We can't do it. He don't fuck with me like that. He not gonna like the documentary I do for her. But if his brain was in the right place, and if it was about Jessica Reed, he would like it. Because I think the documentary would be better if we could film Choke No Joke, and if we could film Star. I might can get Star. Star in Atlanta with me, and Star cool. He like me. I don't know about just the publicity that something like this will bring. Would Star want to do it? But if we could get both of them brothers on, it'd be cool. But you got to remove your pride out the way. You got to go back to what's the most important, which is supposed to be Jessica Reed. But I think you guys are going to be shocked and to see how mature Jessica Reed is. She's not like, this motherfucker is smart. Yeah, I don't want to tell her what she do for a living and all that shit, but Jessica Reed is a very intelligent woman. Flo, you're right. Jessica deserves to have a story the way she wants. Yeah, I'm serious. Have you met an old man? He does childish, immature things and talks in a way that makes you think, shouldn't he know better? He too focused on the publicity and getting Charlemagne and the money. Yeah. I just wanted to say what I always wanted to say because I did not like how we were portrayed. And the fact that I know for a fact we about to shoot this shit in one day, I'm saying what I wanted to motherfucking say. Because I sat back here and been the villain, and I should never been the villain. All I did was I'm live with you guys late at night, but back then I would just stay up late at night by myself. I would look at this computer. I would look at stories. I knew who Kwame Brown was. Kwame Brown talked about it. I said, let me research it. I pulled on my computer. I saw Choke No Joke documentary. I saw Jessica crying. I saw Jessica's mother from Choke No Joke. And then I saw Charlemagne lying. And then I saw another Charlemagne interview. And at that point, I made a community post on my true crime channel and said, fuck this shit. Something made me so angry. Something made me so mad. I'm going to have an entire video waiting by you that y'all going to have tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning came. I put out the video where I edited and did my narration and talking and shit. And it just blew the fuck up because I put my heart into it. It didn't blow the fuck up from a scene. Or to blew the fuck up from the scene everybody else using. I want the only one to use the shit from Choke No Joke Everybody used it. It was all over the fucking internet. My shit blew up from the story I told, the narration I added to it, adding Charlemagne to it, adding Charlemagne inconsistencies to it. Me telling it in that way that drew people in and make it more compelling than you just listening to Jessica. And I don't think he ever understood that. I don't think he understood how much my video was getting his other video publicity. But it's all in the past now. It don't even matter. You know, we got something else coming that I think is going to be. I don't even think I'm ready for how big this is going to be. I really don't think I'm ready. Hey, Mark J, man, I need you to type a comment telling me you playing, bro. Thank you, Sheila. John, you really want to help her. Exactly. Exactly. I never in my motherfucking life, I never put up in a, what do you call it? I never put up a title that's misleading. I didn't expect to go down this road. I did not expect to talk about this right here. I never put up a misleading title. When I said that I'm gonna look at Miss 504 because y'all like when I look at her and I be wilding the fuck out, I plan to go live, say hey, post her link, and we talk. We watch it, and I'll do that. I do that right now, but I didn't plan to go this way, so I don't know why anybody would ever accuse me of trying to clickbait, man. Like, think about it, man. Like, I love Miss 504 personality. I think she fucking awesome. I think she dope. I love her to come on my channel. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. If I'm a clickbait, why would I clickbait 504? Why not just clickbait somebody way more popular? Come on, man. Like, y'all gotta stop. My heart hurts for your trauma. I know, unfortunately, it stays with the person. I heard that Jessica was a victim then and a victim now, and that joke re-traumatized her by greed. Now, I like the fact that you spoke on this topic. Anytime, beware, man. I had to sit back. I never thought in a billion years, me being alone in a room late at night, I see a fucking girl crying. I see a girl mama crying so hard that I'm going to do everything I can to help them. I never thought that night that I would be the bad guy. I never thought a person that is known for so much talent would be looked at as plagiarizing or some shit like that. Like, what? Are you serious, nigga? Okay. But what I feel like I'm Floyd Mayweather, and they try to say that he could steal. Everybody saying Floyd Mayweather had a hurt arm, but you know what I'm saying, it was a close fight. All right. The only thing you can do in this situation is rematch. Floyd fought Castillo in a rematch and beat him easier. My rematch is coming tomorrow. Y'all say I took somebody's content? Y'all say I took somebody's stuff without their permission? Y'all say all these lies about me? Okay. They content out there. Watch what I'm finna give you. This is my Floyd Castillo rematch. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. Okay. I can't do nothing but give you a rematch. I'm tight, man. It's not getting that much light as it should be. I'm finna try to get this motherfucker on BET, bro. And one thing I learned is that the surviving R. Kelly shit, he hated it. He got his lawyers immediately at BET. He wanted to sue them. It didn't get sued. BET even made money and sold it to Netflix. You can watch Surviving R. Kelly on Netflix now. Why was he not able to sue him? Because it was the victim's voice. You cannot tell nobody what they went through. This is going to be Jessica Reed's voice. You can't tell that woman what she didn't go through, when she was a 15-year-old little girl. Nah, Mark, you cool, Mark. I don't know exactly her age right now. I have to look that up. I had a bad memory. She's in her early 30s. She was 15 in 2001. So do the math. Let me find Miss 504 last videos. I just want to hear her because she made me laugh. And I don't want nobody saying that I went live and I did some clickbait. But my goal, I want to get Miss 504 on here with Toothless Tiger. I think that'd be a dope ass stream. Maybe Beware, maybe another dude on here, but I definitely want Toothless Tiger and Miss 504 on here with me at the same time. My bad. I had the link ready, but I guess fuck with my goddamn computer. What's been going on with everybody else, man? Let me tell you something, bro. Goddamn, I ain't been watching them all, but Gravity Takeout is goddamn loading. Gravity Takeout is making a gajillion video. He got one 6 hours ago. We'll watch this here tonight too if y'all want to. Gravity Takeout got a video where he's saying he coming at the old heads. That interests me. That very, very much interests me because I'm an old head, but something tell me I'm gonna fucking agree with him. All right, let's see what's the best video to watch of Miss 504. She done made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos in the past day. Man, I gotta get better. I'd be like, bro, you just made a video. You need to chill. Gravity Takeout doubling up on these videos. Miss 504 doubling up on her videos. Let me ask y'all, am I chilling too hard or do I need to put out more content? I'm like, bruh. Fellow nerd here, I was happy when you talked about One Punch Man. I love the anime. Love One Punch Man. I'm waiting for season 3, bro. I'm so waiting for season 3. I love it. What I love about One Punch Man, I'm not going to get off subject. I'm about to play Miss 504. What I love about One Punch Man is that when you make a character that powerful, I thought the shit was going to be boring. I'm like, it's a writer. How can you make something interesting if this nigga can knock you out with one punch? I don't want to watch this shit. That's why I never watched it for so many years. And then I saw the direction the writers took to make this interesting. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. I love One Punch Man. I love One Punch Man, not the character. I just love it for clever writing. But back on subject. Gravity Takeout, love his perspective. She made one yesterday. Sheila, she made about 5 videos yesterday. Vlad made 1 video, chops up into 300 parts. Vlad undefeated. John 24-Hour Reality is a fire new channel. Yeah. John, I'm missing your smoke breaks outside. I went out tonight. As soon as I went out, Mark gonna laugh. You know, as soon as I got finished doing my little voice like this to get views on my other channel. But as soon as I got done with it, I was like, boy, I want a cigar so fucking bad. I wanted a cigar so bad. I'm in Atlanta. I typed in cigar shop near me. All the motherfuckers said closed. I would have done the 2 cigars you saw me buy last time. I said I'm gonna do a smoke break on. I smoked both of the motherfuckers and then go live. But I see now what I gotta do. I see now, right? When I be scared, like I'm doing too many lives. Kwame do 2-3 lives a day. Gravity Takeout doing all these videos. Miss 504 doing all that. All right, I see it. I thought I was oversaturating myself. So I see I gotta put out I cannot be ashamed about the content that I put out. So, okay. All right, motherfuckers. Y'all called it the shirt, Mark J. Give me a good anime movie to watch for the first time. I'm trying to think of something that's not slow starting. Everything I know is slow starting. I'll come back later and I'll answer that for you. Trying to think of something that just like catches you right at the beginning. Right now I'm into Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayers catch you from episode 1. Watch Demon Slayer. It's on Netflix. To show you how popular Demon Slayer is, season 1 is one of the most popular animes of all time. Then there's a movie. This motherfucking cartoon came out in Japan. This anime cartoon. It is the #1 movie in Japanese history. But the movie is in between season 1 and season 2. So you got to watch season 1 on Netflix. Then you get the movie, rent the movie, however you get it online. I buy all my shit on YouTube, so it's still on my YouTube channel forever. But get season 1. It's really crazy. It's interesting. It's really, really good. I like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer 5. Akira's a throwback. Akira's so old, man. People ain't gonna feel Akira. Akira is Nas' album, Illmatic. What's the greatest album of all time? Illmatic. Motherfucker right now listen to Illmatic, they ain't gonna like that shit. 8, 9 songs, that kind of beat they're not into, they ain't gonna like that shit, bro. You like Illmatic because you a true hip-hop head. So you like Akira because you a true anime head. But you trying to put Akira on to somebody new. Somebody new who don't listen to rap ain't gonna like no motherfucking Illmatic. They're not gonna like Akira, bro. You're not giving that real new updated shit that they're gonna like. You should give them Demon Slayer. But I like Akira. Akira's fire. Man, I don't know what the fuck video to pull from Miss 504, but I'm looking for a video where she looked mad. I want Miss 504 mad. Yo. People battling drug addiction. Sounds like a serious video, but she want to talk. Can a pedophile change their wicked ways? Now, this is what we finna do. Nah, but you know what, though? Miss 504 is better. Would she do a reaction video? When I get blessed, you get blessed, and true meaning of the word friend. Hassan tussles a gun. All right, reaction video. Nah, I want to hear her. I want to hear her going against the shit he say. Hassan becomes mesmerized by Lil Nas. Okay, yeah, I want to watch this one. I want to watch this one. All right. Hey, BPO, Jamaica's in the house. All right, share screen. My shit thinking so much it's not playing. Come on, son. Don't be fucking the channel up, bro. My shit acting crazy right now. John Anime's channel coming soon. Mark, there was a guy in the comment section a month ago.
Baby, what's going on with my little?
Hold on, she just started talking. Let me pause. There was a guy who was a cartoonist, and he loves doing anime. And I gave him one of my screenplays, and it was a screenplay I wrote for an anime. So maybe you'll see my shit.
Bugs out there today, huh? My little ladybugs, my little manly bugs. Y'all know they got the male bugs out there too. You know, a little dominant. Some of them trying to be a little dominant. You heard me? This 504 on a roll with y'all today. Fuck all that. I missed yesterday because I had to help my beautiful mother make sure she was straight. You heard me? Now I'm bombarding y'all with shit today. Do a live.
Yo, my man said Fist of the North Star. Oh my God, you took it back. Oh man. Do you know a greater movie anime that went from cartoon to movie that was better than A Fist of the North Star? Let me know what you think it is.
I'm gonna say about 7-ish, somewhere around that, because I'm about to play a little Monopoly with my.
By the way, I know everybody's chilling and shit, but I just want to put this out there in case anybody want to see it. And anybody want to come up, I forgot. I just got to put the comment in there, comment section if you would like to come up. I know it's later than a motherfucker. And I'm so disrespectful to y'all because I am on vacation. So I don't give a fuck what time it is.
My grandbabies after this. Oh Lord, I hope they don't let me end up on Baltic avenues and shit. I don't like the Mediterranean area.
The volume is low.
That's like a Martin Luther King Street. Do not pass go and do not
Is that
collect
louder?
that 200. All right, y'all, let me stop playing with it, but
That
y'all know
louder?
Miss Bible full of to have fun too. So let's listen to this because see, I'm this already starting, and I'm about to just bitch every time you open your mouth and you tell a lie, I'm gonna show different. All right, I'm on your ass this time. There is no stopping. Now I will do other shit in between your ass, but you're probably used to shit being in between your ass, but. Um, yeah, I'm gonna still do things that's other. After this video, I'm gonna show y'all one more video. That is when he corners this lady in the store and don't let the motherfucking girl move at all. Okay, you saw the other one. We're gonna go ahead and do this.
Hey, hold on.
Okay, all right, all
Let,
right.
let me ask you, Beware, have you seen this one already?
Nah, I
You
ain't.
ain't seen it? Okay, we're gonna watch this motherfucker together then, bro.
Peep that out. That's on Instagram. I peep that after this. So let's go ahead and get into this vid here because he is a pathological liar. He can't help it. This bitch is every bit of a fraud.
Now, like the other video, just call my name. Mute my mic. I gotta mute my mic. Lap dancing on Satan. I'm not playing this video. It's bad enough. I shared it on my Instagram page and I spoke out against it. And within 30 minutes, that video was flagged and taken down off of my platform, but left up on everybody else's.
All right. So that's the Instagram platform. It may have gotten flagged and taken down from that platform, right? But guess what? Guess what? I have it right here on his YouTube's
All right.
platform.
Yo, she be
Ready?
going in.
Y'all ready for this? I said, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yo, she be going in, bro. You know, this video wasn't even on my it wasn't part of my plan for the day, but yo,
Hey, Beware, I finally saw how he dressed before he got the YouTube check.
yo, I see. I told you. You seen it?
I
You
saw
seen
it.
it,
I
right?
saw it. I
I
didn't watch
told
the
you.
video. I didn't click on it, but I saw the thumbnail and I was like,
Nigga
wow.
was dirty. Yo,
Yeah.
that nigga t-shirt was like this, bro. That nigga used to that nigga t nigga t-shirt was like this, bro. That nigga was dirty. As word to my mother, yo, that nigga was super dirty. Anybody who, yo, matter of fact, there's a female. I don't know if she's a YouTuber or it's a YouTuber uploading her videos, but the topic of the video says the gay hip hop family or some shit like that, Zulu Nation. The last episode that uploaded was Hassan Campbell, bro, back in 2017. Oh my God. Yo, nah, you gotta watch that, bro. You gotta watch that, bro. Anybody in the chat right now, you put in Zulu family, Zulu gay, the first gay family, Zulu Nation.
Bro, I
That's
already
what-
see the next video. Y'all can see my can y'all see my mouse with hover above? Oh my God, I hate a fly got in here because there's a lights on me.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
can see
bring
the
the fly
mouse.
over here.
Yeah, I see the mouse moving.
You can
Yeah.
okay. So that one right here, you see this one? He got. I'm gonna play that next. All right, let's see what she said about this.
Look up the first gay hip hop family, Zulu Nation. They show you that this lady got interviews from back in 2017, bro. And that guy right here, Mr. Fly Guy, you got to see his interview, bro. Y'all be surprised.
All right, let's get this one right here cracking in. Because my Patreons know my other channel. What I want to do with my documentaries, I want to do director's commentary. So I have other people with me. So this kind of practice for director's commentary because you watch some shit. And we got me, you, and Mark here too. Mark down here too. You can see what
Yo, she was talking about this. She was talking about this video in her live today. I mean tonight.
Really?
She had a live. She had uploaded a live tonight. I was watching her live.
I see it.
Okay. Shout out to everybody. Shout out.
Yo,
to
what's
everybody.
up, Mark? What's good? What's good, old school?
Hey, John, I appreciate you, man.
And no problem. You know, you always welcome, my boy.
And I'm gonna be good tonight, man.
Oh, you good?
Hey, but hey, and I appreciate you giving my baby a shout out, man. In my mind, she my baby in my mind. Allegedly, I might have snapped. I lost my mind. I woke up with violence anyway. But leave her alone, man.
Mark.
I heard you say,
no.
Mark, you the reason why I went to her. You kind of one of the reasons why I checked her out again when you brought her up. I checked her out like early on this month.
She too old for you, man.
She
give you the worms, and she
Yo, we
give
not
you the
even talking.
worms,
Listen. See, you going too fast again. You doing all that fast talking shit. Slow down. You spoke about her. I checked her videos out because you brought her up. All that my type. We not on that. Relax.
Okay.
I checked her out.
She's safe with you?
Because y'all
finna sit up there and argue over somebody.
She's safe with you?
I was just telling him that a
Yeah.
video. I checked her out because he was telling us about her videos. He want to go into my type, all this goofy shit. Like, slow down.
Mark just be goddamn playing, bro.
Yeah, I know. You just gotta slow down sometimes.
Yo, watch your mouth, man.
See, there you go. That's what you should do. I know you older, but sometimes older people gotta watch their mouth too.
I ain't that guy.
Y'all the motherfuckers in the club arguing over a girl while I'm about to goddamn.
Ain't nobody arguing.
I'm texting her a message right now.
Yo, real, you already know I got a wife right here next to me. I don't
argue.
argue.
I listened to you yesterday. I'm capping, man. I'm playing with you, man. Calm down, bro.
Me too. I'm smoking and
I'm
laughing.
on medication.
Mom, what you doing? You gotta stop taking. You know what, Mark? That's what it is. You too old and you take things so serious. You know, I can never take things serious. I smoke weed. I get high and I'm always in a good mood. Sometimes, allegedly.
Look, I'm gonna kill your argument. I'm gonna kill your argument right now, and I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Play the video. That's what I've been waiting on.
No, I'm about to play it, but I gotta say this because I love both. I love both of y'all. The other night, Mark was tripping. You was right. Beware. But I gotta give it to him. I can feel the vibe. Beware. You beware. Tonight. Hold on, Mark. Tonight. Hold on, Mark. Tonight. Mark is just playing.
Stop it.
Mark is just playing. He's just playing.
I know. I know. That's what I was saying. I said he put me onto her videos again because I checked her out the first time, but then I fell back. But then he was speaking about her the other night, so I checked out again. He went and jumped and said, "Oh, she not your type, and she too." Like that was too much. Like I ain't know where he was going with all that goofy shit.
Nah, he cool. We got somebody named Shadow Glass in here, but let's play the video, man. Also, too, if y'all find one that she mad, I'm sorry. Miss 504. I love to hear you mad. If y'all find one she mad, let me know.
Now she be going off. Now her videos, she be going off, bro.
Hold on, I'm playing.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out how you got so many gangster, hardcore. Only the real can relate, real recognize real. Everybody real in the industry, right? But everybody letting this fruity pebble BS infiltrate hip hop. She blames him. There is no room and no place in hip hop for what these cats got going on in their bedroom. Listen, I'm not telling Nas, the Lil Nas X, that he can't play with sausages. His milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they like, it's better than, that's his business. Keep that in your bedroom. But I'm getting sick and tired of seeing this agenda to push this lifestyle of Satan on our children. And see, it's crazy, right? Because you can't really get offended at what I'm saying, because in the video, if you pay attention to the video, first of all, Scrams is telling you.
And before we hear we are here to hear 504, and we just sit back. But before she come on, I ask this every live. I'm asking all three of y'all on the live stream: does Lil Nas X got a hot song? I still ain't heard it.
Listen, stop asking that. All right, you know what? I can't say that. I can't. You know what, bro? I can't say that. I can't. Wait, stop, everybody, hold on, slow down. Wait, stop, slow down. Wait, I can't say that because I'm a little older, so I'm not in that bracket who enjoy his music. But to me, I don't listen to dude.
Funny that you were like, yo, nigga, stop asking.
Yeah, like I'm not into dude like that. No, so
no, I'm asking you like what, and I thought about this.
I don't know, my dear. I don't know, my guy.
Hold on. Let me get the question straight.
No kind of TV should be ready for that. No kind of TV should be ready for that. With kids living in the world, no kind of TV should be ready for that. That is
no. Mark. We're not talking about the video. Fuck the video. It's a reason I'm asking about the song, not the video. It's a reason. But hear me out. Just hear me out, my nigga.
Without the video, he could sing the song.
But we're not talking about. We gonna get to that. Let me walk it, Mark.
Okay, all right, don't listen.
All right, but my boy, beware. All I'm asking is, I don't know if you can do it. I can, as listening to music. If there's shit I know I hate, but I hear it and be like, oh, them niggas gonna love that. This finna be the hit of the summer.
No, see, all right, you know what?
Again, but that's what I'm asking. I'm just asking.
No, listen, bro. Again, I'm sorry. It's my age. But a Migo track, I could never listen to the Migos, bro. I'm sorry. I could never listen to what's his name?
I love you, my brother, but you can't be a judge.
I can never listen to Snitch 9. I can never listen. It's I can never listen to these guys. Like, you know who I can listen to? I listen to a nigga like you want to say somebody new? Like, say that somebody new come across my shit, Sada Baby. If a nigga like, if I hear a Sada Baby track, bro, and I'm 40, so if I hear a Sada Baby track, I'm like, oh, that nigga's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, who else? Who else knew? What's the other cat?
Beware. I
can't do it.
Beware. I love you, my brother. You can't judge music. If you can't judge something that you,
bro, I would never listen to. Listen, don't ask me about Nas X. Bro, I can't do it. I can
tell you. Listen, I can tell you something that's gonna be hot that I hate.
I'm sorry to cut you off, real. It's not even because he's gay. It's because what the fuck is he saying?
I'm not taking up for him. I haven't heard the song or seen the video.
Okay.
But I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out if they propping him up to just do like really crazy stuff. or he really got a hot song. So I'm
Nah.
asking about the song before we
I
get to
don't.
the video.
Yo, the chat in the chat. He got a real song. He got a hot song.
Hey,
Nah,
Yuck
yo,
Mouth.
Ray, I'm
Yuck
calm,
Mouth.
Ray. This
Yuck
is
Mouth.
me.
You
This is New
sound like a
Yorkers,
hater.
Ray.
You
This
a
is New
hater.
Yorkers, Ray.
The Migos.
Wait.
So many.
No,
If you
there
don't,
you go. See, Mark, there you go. A hater. It's not a hater. I said I don't listen to them. That's not being a
Okay,
hater.
so
No,
you
a
said
hater,
you would
Mark.
never.
You know what a hater
You
is?
would
You know what a
never.
hater is,
You
Mark?
gotta
A hater.
explain your
No,
mind.
listen, wait, slow down. A hater would say, "Fuck the Migos.
I
They
apologize.
trash. I don't give a fuck about the Migos."
Hey, Yuck Mouth,
I
I
just said I wouldn't
apologize.
listen to them.
I apologize.
That's it. They just not on my vibe. Like I just can't. Now you talk about the locks. You talk about
but beware. You going along with it, bro. We like at 4 a.m. I gotta cut you off. I know what you're saying. You like, I know
yeah. So it's like
you feel
in the chat saying I hate
you
Nas
feel,
X.
yeah, but you feel your generation. But hear me out. Hear me out, y'all.
On this shit.
Hold on, Mark. I don't want to mute you. I have to mute him. This is what I'm saying when I say I don't know, and I mean it with love. I don't know if you can judge music. Beware. I feel like if I came to your crib, every music, all the music you like, I like, because I feel like we're the same age and we listen to the same shit, lots, all that. But one thing I'm able to do that you can't do, I'm able to recognize that I don't like something, but I can hear the sound of what the generation we're in would love. So you said, but hold on, let me finish. You said that you ain't never like none of the Migos did. Now that would never have been my cup of tea, but I can hear a Migos song and be like, that shit gonna be popping.
Nah, see, I can't do that because that's not my a beat. Now they beats, I can catch they beats, but for me to sit there and recite what they saying and get
so you're telling me that you
it.
can't judge music. If you're an A&R, you can't A&R just to put a bunch of people in the past 30, 40 years, as long as you're A&R, they're gonna sound like the music you like. You got to be able to think outside the box. So when I ask y'all, when I be asking you, do you like Lil Nas X song, because I haven't heard it, so I'm asking y'all to judge. I'm not saying what you like, because we old. Hip hop don't give a fuck about us at 40. I'm asking, does it sound good? Is it something that's popular that these young kids are like? That's what I'm asking.
Now,
you feel me? Shout a star. I'm gonna put shout a star.
I still can't. I still can't sit there. I still can't sit there and say, yeah, I would think my niece would bop her head to Lil Nas X. Maybe my niece would, but I can't sit there and tell you she will.
But look,
hold on, beware. Let's hear shout a star.
Hey man, appreciate you real. Hey man, be well. I'm trying to tell you, man, this is what it is, man. I'm posing a question to answer your question, and the answer to that question is going to answer your question. When was the first time you heard of Lil Nas X before Old Town Road?
I never.
That was it. That when I heard of him.
It goes to the point.
No, it don't. I don't know the point.
No, listen. Look, it wasn't even that. No, bro. Listen.
In that position.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Because he didn't have no type of rapping. That rap, he's not even rapping. So how did he get to the? How did that deal happen right there?
You know, when I heard of him, bro.
It was already planned. They had that he took the deal. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't even.
Beware.
It wasn't even.
Beware.
Let me answer it real quick, real quick. It wasn't people. It wasn't people telling me, "Yo, this kid got a song called Old Town Country Road." It was the news who said this kid got a song called Old Town Country Road, and white people. The first time I heard about it, bro, was supposedly the country stations was trying to ban him from playing this song. Like, that's when I first heard about it. I didn't hear about it because it was the white people saying like, "Yo, we don't want him singing this song." It
I
wasn't
heard about
the
it before
kids.
that though.
But it wasn't it wasn't the kids saying his song.
The viral sensation of it all, though, right? That was the outrage.
I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know when it was.
Yo, let me do something, man, because I wanna mute nobody. Let me do something. I want to ask a question. When I ask you like to judge music and not what you like, but can you judge music and see what's gonna be popular to whatever audience, like audience now, audience 10 years from now, can you do it? Do you think that Old Town Country Road was a good popular song? Not from what you like, my nigga. I know ain't none of y'all fucking with that. I'm just saying from what
Yeah.
what everybody
All
like.
right.
Yeah.
From the constituent stance and all that from the people, yeah, because it hit the charts and it made what's that?
Kids
It gave it the wow
dance
factor.
from
It was a
fucking
wow factor.
first grade to 30 some years
But
old.
global, it was global. It was a global
Yeah.
hit,
Yeah.
It was.
and
It-
also when you look at like somebody like Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, who who could create a beat for such a different context and have it appropriated into hip hop and it be adaptive. It's that adaptive quality that makes something popular for me, or like successful popular music. When like people in Sweden or people in South Korea are now making their own versions of that particular jam, and it be like catchy and memorable and all of that.
So I want to ask y'all this right here. And when I ask you this, there's no trick question. It really, I ain't heard it. So I'm asking people who I fuck with to let me know.
Bro, and
These,
that's what I'm
I
gonna tell
haven't
you.
heard a song from him since. Oh, I haven't
It's
heard one
fine.
song.
It's
Is any of these songs good?
Get
Not to
What she,
us.
said.
what she said.
No.
Go ahead.
The
Say it
answer
again.
is no.
The female spoke. I don't know which one spoke. She said it's what?
Was that
The
Nasha? Was that you?
I
The
didn't know
female.
which one it spoke. It's Anonymous Wish and Natasha.
No,
What
no,
y'all
no,
say?
no
Nasha.
T, no T, just
Yeah,
Nasha, no T.
Nasha.
It's
Yeah, my
good to
fault.
see you, Nasha. I would show
Mm.
myself, but then I wouldn't be anonymous.
I didn't
Hello.
know which one said it. Y'all said the song is what?
I said it's fine. You can hear it in a sports arena. It gets caught in your head.
Exactly.
It's like da da da, da da. It's very like sportsy.
Everybody was
People
singing
are
that.
gonna play in the
All right.
car,
Now
and it's that.
Okay.
I
Now,
I
hold
watched
on.
my
Because
boy self talk video today, right? And he said, no, was it
I
today
didn't
or
watch it.
yesterday? He said something about they after our kids, and that video that he showed was fucking retarded. So now, if anybody saw that video that I'm talking about, now I didn't see the kid
You mean
full
the
video.
industry video, the new
Industry
one that he
baby.
just put out?
I
That
guess
shit's
that's what it
crazy. I
was.
couldn't
Yeah.
even
So
think
now,
about watching it. I ain't
now
gonna
the
see the shit. I couldn't
comments,
watch it.
not on self talk video, but I read comments under another video, and everybody was praising him. But if I'm not mistaken, I now again, this is not my cup of tea. But when the Cardi B female and Megan Thee Stallion put out that WAP song, they violated those joints. So what's the difference? So
There
you
is
mean to
none.
tell me? So you mean to tell me the little gay black boy can have all the fun he can have, and everything is happy go fucking lucky, but when the little gay black, I mean when the little freaky little black girls do it, it's a problem? Because that's what I see.
Seems to be a problem in both
This
cases for
this
people.
kid
Some
get put
people.
on a pedestal and get his shoulders rubbed, whatever.
I
See,
need to know what you're asking before I speak. What
what
are
I'm
you
asking,
asking me?
bro, is so it's okay for the gay black boy to do it, but it's not okay for the regular, freaky, wild, she tell you she suck a million dick female to do it?
It's my channel, so I'll go last instead of going first. I
I'm
want to
just
go.
saying.
Let's hold on. Let's have order because I'm learning. I never had this many people on my stream trying to learn. Let's go from the last person on up. What do you think, Nasha?
I don't think it's a real. It shouldn't be a difference, but the industry is run by gay men.
Thank you.
It's that's just the fact. That's what it is. I don't think that children should be subjected to either one. I think that that Little Nas X video is wow. That's all I can say is just wow.
I
Like
couldn't
I've
even
never
watch that
seen
shit. I
any
just seen
women.
a
I
I
haven't
picture,
never
seen
seen it.
any
a
videos
little
like that
snapshot.
where you have bodies blurred out. Like
I've never seen anything like that. He's ushering in a whole new different kind of music video.
But look at the imagery of
What
it though.
we're gonna be allowed to see on
Man, I
online
feel
or TV
like I
or
need to
anything
see
like
it and have
that.
an opinion. What about you, Anona Wish?
I think that people need to know their history. I don't think that the standards are double because they both exist on a continuum of people watching. So whether we're talking about the lesbian WAP, let's compare, say, WAP to Salt and Pepper Shoot. What's the difference? No. Let me tell you why I'm doing that. I'm not saying it's the same kind of racy content, but I'm saying there used to be like men and women together and like look at any SWV video, look at any old like TLC video. Like there used to be like men and women sort of engage in this sort
And
of choreographic dancing in these videos. But if you look at like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, you start to notice that like it's all very bisexual, lesbian. Like they might be singing about being with men, but it's all very lesbian. And also with Nicki Minaj, it's the same thing. Look at Anaconda. So there is this kind of sort of like sex worker slash pay but don't touch kind of ethos that's emerging in these all women videos, or excuse me, popular hip hop women artist videos. And if you look at how that maps onto the sort of provocateur that Lil Nas X is, people are complaining about the same kind of shit. They're just mad about the gay part. They don't want to see taints and fruit bowls in their face, and and that's really the issue. It's not because they're not demonstrating the same kind of sort of everything is raw, everything's exposed, look at me, look at me, look at me. So like if I don't have children, but if I was a parent, I wouldn't let my children watch any of it. And quite frankly, when you think about something like Prince's Get Off at the VMA Awards, okay? I was like 7 when that came out or something to that effect. And you know what happened? I loved Prince. My mom knew I loved Prince. But you know what she said when she saw them grown ass men get off him with them yellow assless chaps on? She said, get out of here. She said, y'all get out of here. This ain't for you. You and same way that Eddie Murphy can be on Sesame Street or Richard Pryor can have Pryor's Place, a whole ass show dedicated to kids. But you know what? You ain't watching they stand up. You not watching they R-rated movies. So I think there's a lot to do with the issue here is not it's really about the fact that I think a lot of parents just feel powerless over the control of their kids right now. They need to put their damn phones down and really pay attention to the content that their kids are consuming.
I do with my 20-year-old, and she's 20.
So that's my opinion on that.
Shatter Star, what's up? Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Has you muted? Oh my bad. Let me unmute you. You go ahead.
Nah, I heard him.
Yeah. I would say, man, that like I would chime in to answer the question that I just asked. My answer is when he got the deal on Old Country Road, okay, Old Town Road, whatever the hell. Remember, when he did that, guess what? No one had ever heard of him, right? I haven't. At the time, and I produced, I'm pretty much on top 100 in underground and sleepers and just like, new cats every day. And I ain't never heard of him. How did he get this much promotion? Okay, now you able to put out I did not watch the video, but I saw another YouTube creator in the Manosphere or whatever put out a video with the screenshots of it. Just the screenshots alone was disturbing to another level I've never seen in my life. I've never seen. I can't even imagine watching the full video.
No.
I couldn't imagine. How did they? How did they put in this? How are they doing it? How? Who's buying the shit? Who is buying it, man?
Yo, my fault to cut you off. Yo, the only reason why I actually saw it because of Self-Talk, I gave Self-Talk his view, bro. That was it. Self-Talk had the little clip where he said, yo, they taking out they take the title said they taking our kids away from us, or they taking our children away from us.
Yeah, yeah. That was the
That's
one
why
I
I
seen.
seen it.
Him and O'Shea had did one on it. You know what I'm saying? He did
That shit
one.
was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I couldn't even watch that whole video. It's like,
yeah, bro, that shit's crazy. Yeah,
man.
it's crazy,
I
bro.
So before I go, that's what you want to say, Beware, about
No,
it?
I got a lot more to say, bro. But go ahead, you speak, bro.
No, you next. I'm going down. I'm looking down the row. I'm last.
No, listen, bro. Listen,
Instead of
go
me,
ahead.
instead of me and my channel go first, I go last.
No, go ahead, bro. This is you. Go ahead. You got what you got to say. You go ahead. Me personally, what I might say might get your motherfucking channel taken down for a few days.
You always say that, but I have the channel that I want motherfuckers to say whatever the fuck they
But
want
you
to
know
say.
I don't say it because I don't want that to happen.
Say that shit, man. Say that
Nah,
shit,
because I
man.
got my shit, and I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a YouTube watcher, and I had my
Look,
channel taken
you
down for
want me to make you
comments. I
feel
said,
better? YouTube has changed so much. The last time you said it,
nope, you're
my
not
video,
gonna say that. You're not gonna trick me. Nope, you're not
my
tricking
video is
me.
monetized.
I don't
Every
care.
every time you ever been on my channel, it was monetized. Green arrow.
You know, I always censor myself, bro. I censor myself, but I'm being real. Like this kid here with this shit, I'm being real. This shit here, hey, to each his own. Fuck it. If that's what they want to say, to each his own. If that's that person over there, cup of tea, or that person over there, muffin, eat it, drink it. Hey, me, I can't. That was crazy, bro. Yo, listen, I'm telling you, check self-talk out. You know, I don't really be, I don't, you know, I don't promote niggas' channels for them niggas. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not one of those niggas. I watched that shit. I watched the self-talk videos where he said they trying to take our kids. And I said, yo, what do you mean by this? And the video started where it was, you know, like the Brady Bunch portrait. It had a bunch of people saying shit about taking your kids and we're gonna have them on our side, and it had the rainbow flag.
Who is they?
That's who I'm biting on. Binary people. That's the new shit. It's
Hold
him.
on.
It's him.
Look, hold on. Well, no. Stop.
It's all
No. I want us to have a back and forth conversation, but I thought we was gonna get through everybody's opinion and
I'm sorry,
then
Joan.
start the
I
back
didn't
and
mean
forth.
to interrupt you. Where?
Oh no, you cool. Let me get mine out. Then where everybody want to talk back and forth, y'all go ahead. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I don't know who they was or not a wish. That's what the video said. It said they after your kids. And when I watched the video, it was it was black, Spanish, white, Indian, Asian. It was just a whole bunch, like, you know, the Brady Bunch portrait, how the Brady Bunch, when they put them all in a little box picture, it was just a whole bunch of people talking, saying, we gonna have your kids. But it was like a joke that it wasn't like they was serious, but it was some joke shit. And then the kid, this guy, Nas X, the boy, his video played and self-talk was showing us that, listen, this is what they trying to do to the youth that's coming up now. Like they trying to manipulate and listen, man.
Do you mean the industry?
If that's what you want to, I guess so. Yeah. So whoever who runs this, what we on right now. I'm just saying.
That's not what you mean.
No,
you're trying to say it, but not say it.
I'm trying to jump through hoops without jumping through hoops, but making you jump through hoops. But
can I say my opinion?
It's real.
Let me say my opinion, and y'all can go off and say all y'all conspiracy theories and everything. I just think it's funny that I don't give a fuck what time it is. This nigga has a blunt right there handy.
It's like, real. I'm telling you.
I was about to say the same thing.
He just got one.
He got one on deck all the time.
I'm just telling you, Mo, it's your channel. It's real, Mo.
But all right, so I'm gonna have the most controversial thing to say. So I like it because hold on, I'm doubling. So somebody got me on their speaker or something. I'm cool now. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck I don't have a problem with not black. I don't have a problem with gay people. I take up for gay rights. If you want to put your dick in a hole in the wall, or put your dick in a fucking woman, or you want to put your dick in a man ass, do whatever the fuck you want to do. I ain't gonna stop nobody for doing whatever they want to do. That's why it's important to me as a musician, as somebody who write and create. Are you trying to create shock value, or do you have a hot song and you just so happen to be gay, but you're like the Madonna version of being gay? She was more sexually, put her sexuality out there, but you have awesome music that's offering you an opportunity to be on these award shows, and you just want to put your sexuality out there. And if that was the case, because I wouldn't have a problem with it as you're being treated differently. Now, as looking at both of y'all, from a Madonna heterosexual or a Lil Nas X, both deserving to be there. He gay, she straight, doing super sexual stuff. I don't want my kids to see that, you know what I'm saying, at an early age. And it has nothing to do with being gay. It's just the overtly sexual premise that you're putting out to everybody. As far as a gay agenda, I look at every single thing. I don't just take people's word and saying that they doing this to us, they doing that to us. Some people in my chat tonight said, what other black black guy got a country song? And I'm like, my nigga, his song that blew up off gay. We didn't hear about him being gay from Old Country Road to the near end of it, way after he collaborated. That song had nothing to do with being gay. That song blew up off little children loving the rhyme and loving the sing the chorus. His sexuality was shocking because we wouldn't even think about if he was gay or straight or anything. It just was a hot song for so long. And after so long, then they start insinuating about his sexuality. So I just flat out don't give a fuck if he wants to push his shit, but I would like for him to look at what he losing, because he had the children. He had the 5-year-olds all the way to the fucking old people saying his shit, and they didn't know if he was gay or straight. They didn't give a fuck. They liked the music. So to make it solely about just your sexuality now, as a musician, I feel like you lose something.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
Yo, you hit that shit right on the button, bro.
You don't think he still has the children?
I haven't heard the songs though. That's why I'm asking y'all. That's not a trick question. Everybody swear I got a trick question. I literally heard the song.
That song ain't for kids.
Which one?
Man, to add on that,
Industry baby.
You heard Anonymous. You heard Anonymous. You heard her. That shit ain't for kids.
He didn't come out like you said. Real look.
Not the lyrics, because I listened to "I Wanna Rock" by Luke way before it was my time to. So I'm asking, fuck the lyrics. Does it sound like it's for kids?
You right, bro. I listen to Doodoo Brown. I listen to Doodoo Brown and all that crazy shit. And then when I actually listened to the lyrics, I was like, oh shit, this nigga said, "Don't stop, I'm here, pussy." I caught all that. But this little nigga,
come on now.
This boy here, bro. Listen, when your man self-talk laid that out and was like, yo, they trying to take your kids, they trying to take the children, and I'm seeing the video but not trying to see the video and listening, and I'm like, nah. This the same little nigga who did the other shit, who they tried to ban from singing the country song. So wait a minute. He rocked people to sleep with the country shit just to pull his gay shit?
I don't think it was like some kind of I don't think coming out happens like that, y'all.
No, it's not coming out. He was always out.
Don't let these niggas out talk. You goddamn finish that shit. I want to hear it. When you say I don't think it happened like that, what do you want to say after that?
Who, me or her?
Anonymous. We should say I don't think it happened like that.
Go ahead.
Finish it.
As somebody who like I think what happened was, this is a guy whose agenda is to be popular, to spread. Everything with Lil Nas X is about the number of hits, the number of views.
Number streams.
He knows how to seize on something called Cairo.
He's scared he can't make an Old Town Road again without sexuality.
Oh, so that's what you're saying, Anana Wish?
Well, let me finish. So, like, I think what happened was it got real hot, and it got so hot that he lost. Because you got to remember, there was a little break that he took there between Holiday and Old Town Road,
Mm-hmm.
like a good year.
I hadn't even
And
heard Holiday.
well, that was
Right.
kind of his little.
No,
Well, that
she's
was
right.
where he
He
really
did take
started
a break.
kind of really playing more with the sexuality in the videos, because he says, "I'm a bottom on the low, but I top shit" in the song, like kind of giving you a preview, like I'm about to start sliding some gay shit up in here. And
Yo, you didn't have to really repeat the lyrics. You could
and
have just kept it to yourself, I think,
he
allegedly.
Oh
rapped.
my
I mean, come
God.
on
Hey,
now, dude's
hey,
been
And I'm just
fucking
playing with you.
grown
I'm
Oh.
just
ass
fucking
for
with you.
millennia. Come on now,
I
shit.
just wanted to
hey.
say that.
Anyway,
What I was trying to say though, to add
so
on to what you
I'm
were
just saying,
saying,
like,
Well, hold on. Let her
that
finish
break
this
that he
segment.
took,
Then
that
I
break
got
that
you.
he
I
took
got you.
between,
Shut it.
sorry, really quick, like that break that he took between Holiday and Old Town Road, it was very clear that he was trying to figure out what to do with his image. And I think that what ended up happening was, like, you got to remember, this is like a 19-year-old kid when he's coming out with Old Town Road. He's young as fuck. When you're young like that and you're trying to be seen and you're trying to figure out who you are and you're being bounced around communities and they're giving you different advice for what might be hot or what not, and you're just willing to kind of, I always say that I think he's just kind of gay cosplay. Like he'll just like he dresses up and does whatever it takes. Because if you look at the prelude sketch before
I'm about to
the
throw up.
song Industry Baby, it's actually funny as fuck. Like you can tell he's drawn on some in living color. He's kind of got a sense of humor.
Yeah.
He's witty. So it's clear he's trying to figure out what personality, what persona is appropriate at this moment.
Do you
He
think
pushed
it's
that.
really
it's
him?
not a good
He
persona.
pushed. Well, I'll get to that in just a second, Nasha, because I heard you and I want you to know I see you. And so like I think he pushed that image, and he's pushing it and he's pushing it because he's like, this shit, all that matters is that I have this catchy ass song and I get some views. And how many views can I get? You know, okay, you don't like me twerking on the job. Okay, you know, it's next being naked. You know, it's next. You know, it's next. You know, so I think that when you're
When
19,
does it
20,
end?
21 years old, that's what you're about. You're about pushing those boundaries. You notice that everybody complaining like a motherfucker about it is some old motherfuckers with some kids who are like, oh, I don't remember Pop That Pussy or Two Live Crew or any of the fucking raunchy ass shit I used to deal with or do. Or,
That was
you know,
Hassan in the devil outfit.
so anyway, that's just a thought. But Nasha, you had asked me a question. I'm sorry.
I
But
just wanted to know if I wanted to ask that to everybody. Do
Oh
you
yeah, for
think
sure.
it's him? Because most of the time, being that he is so young, I have a 20-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
and I know, 20-year-olds, like you said, it's about the likes, how many
Attention.
streams I'm gonna get,
Am I
how
hot?
popular I'm gonna be.
Am I
Do
Shock
hot?
you think
value.
that it's him doing it, or
Oh,
is
it's
he
a
being
team.
pushed by
He got
somebody
a
else?
team. He got
Wait.
a team.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has a team. If
Yo.
you're a pop culture star, you
Yup.
have a whole ass team.
Yep.
And I don't doubt that team is, so when people say
I
there's a
hate the
quote
word
unquote
agenda, bro. That shit.
agenda, I was gonna say, I said quote unquote. Usually John, I said quote unquote.
No, I'm
Whenever
reading
there's like
comments
an
too, though.
agenda, it's like if anything, it's just like, yeah, there are values from like your stylist or your friend circle or your managers that could be embedded in the music, and we have no idea what kind of quote unquote secret industry conversations are going. Slide some dick in there, or let's make them naked. Oh yeah, that'll really drive up the views. They have these kinds of conversations in marketing circles and shit. So there's no question that he's not, Nasha, to your question, like 100% in charge of his, representation. It's being.
No, I think he's a kid, like you said. I think he's a kid that's really in it for, I'm popular. I'm a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So you think it's
about
for the
to get
shock
this
value?
money.
This generation, like, is very LGBTQ friendly,
I
though, and
I
they love it.
yeah, I don't think
They love it.
it's this generation, and I tell my daughter all the time, y'all do things for the look. Like when I was younger, we didn't when we were doing anything, any dirt or doing anything on the look,
On the
we didn't put
low,
it on
right? On
camera.
the
They
low.
put it everywhere. They want to
Niggas
film
is
it.
like, yo, chill, what you doing?
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
we was trying to not be seen when we was doing stuff, but they want to put it on
But
camera,
they're not
everything.
even really gay. They're just really, really vain. God.
Exactly. Exactly. I had a young girl.
They'll
I had a young
realize
girl
it in
tell me
10
that.
years.
I
What you
had a
just said, they not gay, they what?
I said it's not in
Vain.
some case. I'm not saying in every case, but I said in some cases they're not even gay. They're just really, really vain. Like, just
I
really
think they're
like, it's
just
just a
going along
vanity. It's a
with what was
narcissist vanity
popular.
thing. Like, think about WAP. Like, it's all about just we're hot bitches and we'll have sex because we're hot bitches, not because we're lesbians. I mean, come on.
But a lot of the girls who listen to that won't just go fuck everybody.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I call them barsexuals.
Barsexuals.
It's all about a man's attention on, like, that male gaze on lesbian activity. Whereas,
I
like,
want to
we
ask
have
you.
to
I want to
say,
ask you something, Anonymous.
what's up?
Like, because you seem like you're like really logical. So, what do you feel about the abundance of stereotypes in the Black American community, like the Illuminati, the agenda, all this shit that people just say and sound smart, and they don't offer any kind of context to it to back it up? Like, how do you feel when you hear shit like this?
Well, I think that power is complex. And we live in a country of grift and grab. Anything can be a grift and grab, which is where the arguments about Lil Nas X take off traction, because people are like suspicious. They're like, "What you trying to sell? What you trying to do?" What, you know. And the Black community has so many reasons to be suspicious, but that suspicion becomes brokered in a kind of emotional and information warfare that allows for a lot of concealment as opposed to truth seeking. So if I can just say it's the government, it's them schools, it's the industry, the Illuminati, those things are propagandic, right? Because what do those things really mean? And I'm particularly nitpicky because I teach language and culture stuff. So, at the college level, so like I'm constantly like, whenever my students do that in papers and stuff like that, or speeches, I'm like, well, okay, well, who are you talking about? I want them to systematically research ownership and power and get to a point to where you don't say they. I can say, no, I know Google owns YouTube, and let me tell you about the kind of company that Google is. Or when you say it's Fox News, it's MSNBC, they're all the same thing. Well, actually, News Corp is one type of corporation, and Time Warner is another type of and let me be clear, conglomerate, because it's only a few media corporations that own all of the global content that you consume. So when people say there's a they, I get what they mean, and I understand their sort of suspicion and everything. But on the other hand, I like yourself, and this is why I'm so attracted to your channel, and this is why I love, communicating with you so much, John, and the platform you provide is, well, okay, well, we need to move past that, like you said, that first layer of skin. Let's really start thinking about, well, how does ownership really work? And I think that's where we get lost, because you can just broker people's emotions over the grift. If I can just convince you to donate me $1 or a dime, I can help us take care of they. And then everybody gets in on some kind of fucked up hustle, and then we don't
this is
trust
where
each
you
other,
got
and
the
then we
Hassan
become
Campbell.
divisive, and we don't get to know each other's actual, real
Kevin
lived
Gill.
experiences with
And
that
kept,
power. It doesn't.
Hassan Campbell is really the goddamn skin.
Oh,
like
he's a fucking devil. I don't want to fucking talk
I
about this piece of shit.
Dr. Umar.
But anyway,
can I
that's
say
my
this?
2 cents.
I
John, thank you for
really
asking.
want to say that we totally give him up from New York.
We
don't
what? I didn't
want
hear that. We what?
You motherfucking right.
give
We
him
don't
up
represent
from
that
New York.
motherfucking cocksucker.
We do
Wait,
not.
I didn't hear it. I'm lost. We what?
We give him up from New York.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want no parts of him. He
We
makes
gave that
it
nigga up in
seem,
2018, 2019. Some
yes,
shit like
he
that.
makes it seem like Bronx River this and Bronx. He stays in that house. Y'all don't. You only see him out on camera.
There's a lot of threats he's making to people.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of threats way before. That's a whole persona. I know a lot of people that, the Bronx is small. Once you get into it, New York is
Yeah, it
small. Once you
is.
get
It's very
into it,
small.
a lot of people know a lot of people, and he's not what he say he is. That persona. That
Especially
I
when you
don't
go
know.
and ask the right people.
Exactly. I don't
This
know how he
this
got that
fruitcake
300
cakey
and
ass
something thousand
motherfucker. I wish
followers.
I would see his ass and think that's hardcore. For who?
Yo,
The
can I
special ed
stop y'all for a
people?
moment? I don't like when somebody make an insinuation about me. Y'all know I got to take care of that pronto. And
Who?
I hate to
What
be,
happened?
I hate to gotta be my girl Crystal, because y'all know I love Crystal Bush. That's why I bring her name up all the time. But Crystal Bush said, "Real, just because you need anecdotal evidence for everything does not mean that an agenda is not at play." I don't need anecdotal evidence for everything. I don't even like anecdotal evidence. The only reason I'm asking did the song sound good was not because of a video. You can put out a video for a trash ass song. I was asking, did the song sound good? Because typically at an award show, only the top song that people should be performing at an award show. That's
Yeah,
not anecdotal
that
evidence.
was
That's
a
just regular. So
that
I
was
don't
a
need anecdotal evidence for
answer.
everything. And as far as an agenda, to me, when you say the word agenda, that's a claim. I've been consistent. That's why you like me. When you put out a claim, I just ask you to clarify that more. And it doesn't have to be anecdotal evidence, boo boo. Still love you though. That's all. When I
And
have, if I
that's the
say
thing
something,
I
an
remember,
agenda,
bro. I
I'm
remember
coming
back in
right
the
back.
days. I remember back in the days, you had to have a hot song, and it had to have been like radio played and all that for you to get played at an award show. Now, I guess that it's different in this time and
ALP,
day
EP.
that they it's
Shattered
cool
Games,
though.
your
Like
volume. Can you turn
that's
your
what they
volume
want.
up?
Who,
Huh?
me?
Yeah, Shatter. I can't hear him.
Shattered
Yeah,
Games, you
I
keep
can't hear
talking
him.
and I want to hear
Can
you, but I
can
can't.
you hear me?
Not a little. You gotta kind of turn that up, man.
Can you hear me now?
It's like,
You're real low.
yeah, it's like, kind of intimate time voice.
Intimate
It's
time
fucked up.
voice.
What up, fam?
When
Hello.
late
Can
night.
you
You
hear
can
me
come
now?
on, Crystal. You come on.
What's going on?
I don't mind my girl Crystal mad. She'll be all right. She know I love her.
My sister.
But what you gotta say, she out of star. I want to give everybody opportunity.
Can you hear me right now, bro?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
sound better.
It's just a
yeah,
little
you
better,
good.
but yeah, if you could get it
Hey,
higher, that'd be even better.
what I was
But
saying is he didn't come out. I was trying to respond back to what y'all was saying in the conversation. I wasn't trying to interrupt. I was just trying to interject and just give that little tidbit, but I will give it here. What I was saying was that remember when he did come out with Old Town Road, it was just that. Okay, young song. My daughter even said, "Hey, look, Daddy, this song here." That's how I heard about it. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I heard him start playing on the radio in the clubs. Okay, we did not know he was of that uh, orientation.
Yeah,
Let's just say we did not
that
know that.
thing.
He came out
Say
after that. And I
orientation.
don't know if that was after Holiday. You might be able to look that on his discography to see the date of the come out of the closet date and the new single date or whatever the hell.
he
I don't know
started
what,
he
but I was
started
just trying
doing
to
it at the
interject
award
that.
show. I mean, he wore a big pink
I was talking
fishnet,
when he
Yeah, he
got that shit.
started
No,
coming out
I
more.
heard the wars
Yeah.
before. I heard the rumors before
and
that.
and and also,
Yeah,
the thing
yeah,
about
it
the whole
was way
children
before
listening
that
to it.
Yeah,
because
it was
he
like a outfit he wore, some
no,
shit
he
that
came
some
Yeah,
out
shit.
on. He was making gay jokes, gay stuff on Twitters and doing this,
Yeah,
and they was
I don't got the Twitter. I just got the simple. I'm old
no. I'm
school. I'm
saying
old, so I
it
got
was
Facebook.
out
That's
there
it.
on the
And I got a
YouTube,
wife, so we don't
and
do
then
any
it
social
was
media
like some
bullshit.
Twitters,
Too
right?
much
You feel
bullshit.
me? The Twitter look, these people, man, is
but
The
but
YouTube.
the
devil,
but
the
Once
let's
they
not.
get
devil
the
is on Twitter.
YouTube train rolling on you, these people make videos. They showing even the deleted tweets. You know, it was spoken on like you said before time. They were saying, "Oh, he's coming out as gay," but I'm like, "Nah, this dude just a young kid. My daughter listened to him.
But
There's no way he's gay.
you know the lyrics of
Where we
that
go from
song.
country road to gay, that's a big transformation here now.
I think he was
Cheated on
You
always.
feel what I'm saying?
cheated
I'm just saying, like, being real,
cheated
bro,
on my
That
being
is
You
baby
got a
real.
point,
wild.
bro. You got a
bladder.
point.
It's the very
That's
beginning
when
of
I
the
knew it
song.
was some
There's
kind
like
of
a
plant,
list of lyrics
or
though,
like
like
you
the
say, maybe
article
not willing,
quality.
but man, that now this new video, oh my God, it's insane.
See,
Have you
Y'all
seen it?
just say used to seeing gay shit on
Could
no,
you
TV.
watch it?
yo, bro,
That's it.
you and Anonymous Wish got the kind of like the same point. Y'all kind of made the same point, but from different points. You get what I'm saying? Like I said the same thing. This kid just, I, like she said, what you said, a
Cheated
gay
on my baby,
cosplay.
lean all in my bladder. You know how weird it is when you're
You
listening to elementary school kids say that shit, and I'm thinking, if I'm a
know,
parent,
yo, she
do
called.
you
She said a
know
gay
that that's like
cosplay.
what the song's
Holy
already
shit!
saying? So it's like, again, no,
Yeah,
maybe it's not
bro.
about
Like
gay
she
shit,
hit that
but
shit
it's
on the
certainly
head.
inappropriate for children to be saying cheated on my baby, lean all in my bladder. No, do they know what they're saying?
See, I
Hmm.
don't.
And do you know that your kid's
But they
saying that?
singing that shit though,
Come on
but they
now.
don't
That's why I
know.
said this shit is about parents for me. It's not about him being gay.
No, but you
Shit
know what
about
it
that
is.
I feel that Anonymous. I
Give a
feel
fuck
that.
about
It's
that.
about it definitely is about parenting. But what about those kids that don't have that parents sit them in front of the TV or the computer? That's who's raising them. You
They
got a
need to
lot of
Exactly.
kids
but
like
you
that
made
for
the decision
parents
to
who
All right,
label
need
the kid
to
hold
Nacho.
on, hold on, y'all.
No. Yeah.
Hold on,
Right.
y'all. I'm only stepping in when I don't feel we being fair. We got people saying that like we really over talking Star.
well,
Star.
he got to fix that mic.
Yep.
Because I'm just being real, you
Uh,
know, because I want to
Star
talk.
got that goddamn.
Nacho, you
uh,
just made a point,
anonymous.
Nacho,
I'm
because
glad you
you
said it,
do have
Green.
parents who would say, take the tablet and go sit over there.
Exactly. Go sit over there.
Word, you do got those parents, so those the kids that's just like, hey,
They
I'm
out
just
there. They free picks.
yeah, word. So you
They
are
free
100%
picking.
right. You have 1,000. Now, my fault. I'm sorry. I say about a good 65% parents who may do that. Maybe lower. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe 65 is too much, but they do that. You have parents who will say, "Take my phone and get out of here. Go sit over there. Take the tablet. Go in the corner. Go on the computer."
Yo, look. Why is like, am I tripping? I always ask. I'm honestly asking, am I tripping? Why is nobody talking about the pressure to living up for something that massive as a single? Like Sir Mix-a-Lot did, Baby Got Back. My nigga, you ain't gonna make nothing that big again, bro. It's over. Like
And that, yeah,
it's
I
only a few.
felt that
Joe
a lot.
Budden, Pump It Up. There's only a few people. Lil Nas X isn't now the Joe Budden, Pump It Up.
No,
Like
bro, because it was a
19 year.
shock value, bro. I bet you.
There was no
I bet
shock
you.
value with Old Country Road. It was a hot
Bro,
ass song. Like Tone Loc, Wild Thing or some shit.
Hmm.
It
bro.
made what made the song that popular is because you didn't really see as many, especially no young black people doing like combining country and kind of hip hop. Yes, he's always going to try to reach for that pinnacle. I don't think he's ever going to be able to reach that
No,
same.
nobody. No, once you
No,
hit that big, no human in
is
the
going to.
history of music ever
Now
reaches that pinnacle again.
I think it's just what, like Anonymous said, what can I do to draw attention to me?
Hmm.
So I'm gonna ramp up
Exactly.
along with my team. Let's ramp up what I can do. So now that everybody knows that I'm out and I'm proud, let me ramp this up. Because you see, he went from
But Nasha, we saying the same thing. I'm saying
yeah,
because he going a different way. Like a lot of people went on drugs, they got fucked up when they can't make that hit again.
Yeah.
right,
Eminem got so angry. His second album he made, I Am, which was an emotional dark song. He made that because they kept saying, "Fuck all the shit you giving us on second album. Make us that Hi My Name Is hit again," and
yep,
he couldn't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like,
Be that parody of
yeah,
yourself.
so could this be the pressure of a 19-year-old kid? Like, you need to add some other flavor, do some other shit because
He
you're
said
not.
That's
that's how
why I
Montero
think
came
it's
out.
true.
That's
I
actually
agree with
in
Anonymous
his
when
own
there's something
testimony.
backing you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nash. I wasn't trying
No,
to cut
it's something else besides him. It's somebody pushing that just because
you.
they know that he's never going to reach that pinnacle. That's never going to happen. Like you
But
said, it's
he
never
kind of
going
is
to.
though. He's making
But
multiple number
I
one
also
songs to
feel like,
drop
No, no,
views.
no, 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 no. It's a difference between number one. A lot of people never made number one song, but
No,
when
well,
you,
yeah, that's a good point. I should
but that
I
level, he would never
I
hit that.
he
hold on.
his continuous
I,
visibility for the last 2 years is remarkable. Given that he took a whole year off between
I don't know, no song though. Like,
Old Town
goddamn, I feel
Road and
old.
Holiday, and then he he said he was like
Can you hear
flipping
me
in the
Your
now?
rough
kids
and doing
ain't
this
that
and that,
age
and then
yet,
he came into
John.
the
Your kids ain't
I
Montero
that age
feel,
yet.
and all
listen,
these other problems,
I
So
feel like if he didn't have that wow factor when the Old Town Country Road shit happened, how the country the CMT awards wasn't gonna nominate him. I feel like if none of that didn't happen, none of this would be happening right now.
I have
Also,
to.
I'm just
also,
being real.
this nigga got something that people never get in the history of music. He
very,
got
very
he got
kosher.
he got a Baby Got Back number one single that lasted test of time.
Mhm.
On top of that, a
What the Old Town
single.
Country Road
This
shit?
no a remix. This nigga remix is so great. I don't
Oh, I
even
didn't know
know the
that.
chorus of the original one in my ear. Every time I hear the chorus, they have Billy Ray Cyrus. I don't even remember the original song.
Yeah.
Like, can anybody hear the original chorus in their head?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
What
So
Billy Ray
he
Cyrus
got,
song, the
Well,
Old Country Road?
yeah, he got two things that
I'm not.
people
It's
don't
I've
forget.
never listened to
it
People's
was
country music.
yeah.
so,
Billy
people
I
Ray
don't
it's
even
came
give a
out
Old
fuck
with
Town
about Billy
Road.
Ray
I'm gonna
Cyrus.
need
If you
y'all
want
to
to get
correct that.
technical,
What's
what,
up?
Nasha?
It's Old Town Road. Y'all keep saying Old Country Road.
No, it's Old Town
Everything.
Road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did this shit. Old country road.
see, I don't even know the
Oh,
name of the motherfuckers.
Yeah,
If that
that's what
shit
it
ain't even
sounds like.
important to me,
All I
I
Old
know
couldn't
Town
even
is
catch
Road.
all I
myself
know is
vibing to that
it's
motherfucker.
like hearing that
Hey, look, they was playing that
ghost
shit on
chord
Yo,
radio.
this nigga got
riff in it. It was really
and then got a Joe Budden Pump It Up, so Mix a Lot, Baby Got Back, that type of single that's gonna last forever. I'm just saying, I'm naming songs that gonna last forever until we gone and dead. They're gonna play this when the lights come on in the club. But on top of that,
You got
hold
a
on,
point,
hold on.
real.
On top of that, this nigga got a R. Kelly remix. And when I say R. Kelly is like the remix better than the original song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Who
Beware,
them
look at Beware
features?
face.
What you talking about?
No, I'm saying on the level of R. Kelly can make a
Hell
remix
no.
better.
See, what? Oh, that
See,
you talk about that other
R. Kelly,
level, or you talk about music
I
level?
don't talk about R. Kelly
Music. I'm talking
anymore.
about music. Music level. R. Kelly can make a remix better than a regular song. Lil Nas X
Oh, you saying?
remix was
Oh,
better than
okay. I
his.
get what you're saying. I get your point
Yeah.
now.
Ooh, it's
See, I don't know.
I'm
I
getting a
can't.
lot
I
of
can't.
feedback.
I can't do that because I don't listen to Boy. So I can't
Cool.
say. I can't say, yo, yeah, real, you right, because I don't. I can't catch my ears gravitating to something that he is performing.
Who? R. Kelly or Lil Nas
No, the
X?
boy, the kid, you know.
I'm talking about Old Town
Once
Road.
you just off him. Once you saw the whole video, he's just not having no. He's just
That's
not
fucked
having
up,
none of
man.
it. He
Yo,
don't care
I'm
if he
telling you,
come
yo,
up
real,
with
you
the
got to see the
hottest
video,
track
real. You got
video.
to see. Just watch self talk. Don't
I
even.
will never
Don't
mention Lil
real.
Nas X again
Don't
until I
watch
watch the
Little
video.
Nas X video. Nas X
Shit
video.
is
Go to
ridiculous,
self
man.
talk and watch self talk. You know how he flam with the video. Watch that. Don't go and watch Little Nas X video. Don't do that. Cause then
Don't
you
do
I
it.
might get
watched I watched
you
it
might get
both.
you might get tranced and all that. You know that shit may fuck up your brain. Don't do that. Go and watch
well, I
self
don't
talk
see how
video.
what they do is
Don't you ever
acceptable to
watch
not.
that.
I
Do
Self
mean,
not
talk.
watch it.
we're not invited
Watch
to
his
that
video.
party.
It is bad.
You heard Anana Wish. She said that shit ain't even for the. Don't do that. She
I
said
said
that shit
we
ain't.
not invited to that party.
I,
You know.
I
Yeah,
seen a
word.
thumbnail of it.
Oh,
A
Shannon
Dog.
thumbnail.
said
Why?
That's all
Like,
I need to see.
let me
You
ask you
don't want to
something.
do that, bro.
Dude,
Because you
no,
real.
hold on. Let's get into some real shit. Do you guys on the stream, guys, do you think you capable of having a son and raising your son to be a man in the face of whatever out there for him that may go against what you feel is right? Do you feel
Yeah.
you still like? Because I'm just saying, like, people act like they're scared, like in a gangster hard way. They act like they're afraid, like,
Nah,
oh,
me and my
guys out
wife
here
is
being
two
all
strong
gay and
people. We could
flamboyant,
do it.
so he gonna
We could
change.
do it.
He's gonna fuck up our next generation and kids and children and shit. Like, I can raise my kid
And
to
we
grow up
not
like.
even. Listen, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. It's not even on some shit. Me and my wife ain't even on some shit like you ain't gonna be the gay AY. No, not that. Nah, not at all. We gonna raise them the right way they're supposed to be raised. Like we ain't raising them on that type of time, but we not trying to expose them to that type of time.
But it
Like if
exists. It's in the
but
world,
no,
dude.
I hear
I
you,
don't. I
Anonymous.
don't like
I hear
private
you.
school,
But
bro. I
listen, check
don't.
it. If
A private
listen,
school. I
Anonymous,
don't.
if my
Listen.
son is a son, he's a boy. And if my daughter is a
Okay.
daughter, she's a girl. She's not a
Okay,
And
him.
what do those
She's
I
not a
was
things
Yeah.
dim. She's
mean?
not a hit.
There's a
No,
difference
we not
between
doing that.
gender and sexuality, beware. There just
Huh?
is. There's a huge difference between gender and sexuality. Okay?
No,
It's
but what I'm trying
let
to
me
I hear you.
nah,
But what I'm
man.
trying to say is that's the start. The start is that
This
in
nigga
school.
Beware cuts people off with the greatest mic. The nigga that
And
cut people off got the most clearest
it's
mic.
Mike, exactly. I'm
That's
about to
that's
come
that
to
well,
that's the
I'm
you.
whole start
starting.
of it. That's the beginning of it, and then everything else
Crystal.
come into
So what
play.
does it mean to to be a so-called man?
I-
Or what is it like? Because
Like none of this shit scare me. There's no.
I mean,
Oh
it's
my
just
Yeah,
God, they're
like,
I'm
gonna
not
change
out
our
there
kids.
nervous. Like,
what
I'm
does
not
that
walking around like, oh
mean?
my God, look at the homo. I'm not doing that. Like,
I don't
nah, it's
beware.
not
I'm
that
not.
serious.
But beware. We're just talking as people, dude. I don't think you're being, hateful or spiteful. Like, I'm
No,
not
I don't
coming
think you're
in
being
here
hateful.
on some like,
No.
Nah.
agenda shit. But I'm just saying, like, gender and sexuality are fucking different. Like when you call me a female,
No, but I
I
didn't
don't know. I
see.
don't know.
But I
I
knew
don't
it was
know
a.
you,
I
so I'm
knew it
not
was
offended.
me, real,
No,
another
no, no, no,
guy,
no, no, no.
and a female. So
I need
I
her to
don't.
talk on this right here because there's some education I need to know on because I be getting so confused.
I
I'm a
don't
nice
know
guy. I
you.
don't like to offend nobody, but I'm always offending somebody. What's wrong with the word female?
I don't know you, beware. So I'm not offended, right? Like, because again, like, I like to try to get to know a person before I try to like assume they're being hateful or assume they're being this or that. That's kind of like my generosity to people, even though I have the views that I have. But
mhm.
when you say female, what you do is you reduce me to my vagina in use and value. Whereas I'm not a female, which is to say my purpose on earth is to get fucked by men
Relax,
and have their
BOP.
kids. My purpose is, I consider myself a woman proudly because as a Black woman and having the history of being property and having the history of being a breeding object and having the history of being held to certain standards of work that are not held, that white women are not held to, that lighter skinned women are not held to, as a dark skinned Black woman coming from this working class background, I know that historically Black women have had to fight to be perceived as women. What does that mean? What does it mean to be a woman? It means, okay, you and I as male men and women have to negotiate protection. So I say I'm a woman because why? I'm deserving of protection. When you are taught how to be a quote unquote man, what does that mean? Protect and provide. But see, here's the reality of our economy, and here's the reality of our social relations. We all have to fucking work. And because of that, this whole notion of what it means for a man to protect me or provide for me is not as simple as just, well, your ass was born a female with a vagina, and so you just a female. So even though I'm a sorry ass motherfucker, I'm gonna hold you to standards of taking care of everything, but also submit to me and possibly get your ass beat while you providing for everything. That's why Black women get frustrated, because there is something to the fact that as Black people, we cannot be trying to do the same gender roles as white people because we don't have that kind of historical condition. Now, that being said, when I hear be a man, for example, I think about my daddy, rest in peace this year. He was a veteran. He fucking crazy, control freak, perfectionist, but I can say this about my daddy. Like what Kwame says, and this is why I like Kwame Brown's message, he could build shit. He could fix shit. He could teach me how to tile a floor, how to replace a screen door. But guess what, beware? I was a female. So my brother, who was completely disinterested in this kind of shit, and he also died this year, rest in peace. I literally lost my whole fucking family this year. My mom, my dad, my brother.
My condolences to you.
My
And thank you so
condolences.
much. And so that's, why I have like a kind of a fire under my purpose right now, is because beware. My daddy would tell me, you're a girl. You don't need to know this shit. This for you. Why your brother won't come in here? But you know what? I would make him show me, But he hated it. He hated that I wasn't a boy. So I grew up trying to learn use and be useful and have that utility. But I grew up around these women who catered to men, catered to men, catered to men, catered to men.
I
My
grew
mom
up
was a
differently.
housewife,
I guess.
for a long time. Sorry, not shy, but that's my take on it. Beware. So that's why
All
that
right.
difference between gender
Well,
and
if
sexuality.
you
There's a difference between the roles we're socialized into and who we fuck. Okay, there's a huge difference,
well,
and I
if you
think that we
felt
need to
some way for me
deal with it.
saying the female, my fault, but it
Oh, it's
wasn't
okay.
that
It's all. I
serious
know you weren't
because
trying to say it like that.
you
I
and
didn't take it
Star was
personal.
talking at the same time, and I didn't know who was talking. So instead of me saying some random shit, I said the female. So where you just took it was, I get it, I feel you 1,000%, but I
I know
mean
you
it.
didn't mean it like that, dude.
Yeah.
Look, it's all good. I'm just saying we could take that language and we could use it to sort of probe more deeply into, well, what do we mean by these terms, or how might different people interpret those terms? Beware, trust me, I ain't take that shit personal at all. You know, I understood you didn't mean it in that way. And Nasha, you've been trying to say something forever, honey. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's okay. I grew up with a father similar to that. My father is 76 years old. He's from the South, Geechee, man's
Oh,
man.
by the way, mine from Georgia. My folks is from Georgia. Literally,
See,
Roberta, Georgia.
man's
That's
man,
where
a
my daddy from,
veteran.
y'all.
Roberta, are you close
That's where
by?
my
You
folks
about
is from.
making?
We probably cousins, John. For real.
What Roberta had? Y'all gonna hate this
Roberta.
holiday. Roberta had what, nigga day?
Man,
Wow.
yeah, my folks is crazy, yo. And I don't really know
Holiday called nigga day.
but my mom's folks is from Northeast Texas.
Money
But
game. Her name is Anana Wish, not anonymous.
Nasha, what was you saying, honey? Your daddy?
No, I was just saying that I grew up with a father similar to that. He was a little different. He welcomed, I mean, he had his certain things where, you know, his girls did certain things and his boys did certain things. But then I had the opposite end with my mother, being raised with my mother, and every woman in my mother's family is very stand on your own, do what you need to do. There's really no gender specification. You just got to get it done, whether you a male or a female. That's just so I can understand what you're saying about being raised with the gender role. I think our society mixes that a lot, gender and sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
It you can have a female, like you said, that should be able. I want my daughter to know how to change a tire.
Right.
I want her to know how to, what's going on with her oil. I want her to know all these things, but a lot of times society makes it gender specific. No, men are supposed to know that. But I want my son to know how to cook. I
Exactly. And do
want
his
him to not
laundry.
be
And sew.
reliant
And
on
quite frankly, so ain't nobody sewing now. Well, I
right.
mean, except for the content creators, but everything is about a hustle now. Everything's about a fucking hustle. Instead of it just being like you need these fucking life skills. Like I when I was in high school, I took home economics.
Self-talk back.
I cook, I sew, I clean, I
Yeah,
can fix
what
if
I
you
would
give me some
like to
instructions, I
ask,
can fix any fucking thing. And I
Hey,
love it. I love, and that's my kind of
what I
person.
would like to
hey,
ask is
normally
this.
I'm cutting men off to let women talk, but this nigga Mike so horrible. Let everybody stop to let
Yeah,
Star
I
talk.
hate you for that,
I'm
John.
We
gonna
gotta
You
let
mute. I'm
Star
gonna mute
talk.
stupid.
my shit.
I was
Quiet.
gonna ask her and all the women on the panel tonight. I want to ask both of y'all: would those fathers that y'all spoke on so highly of and appreciate their service and everything they did and condolences, and like I
Thank
say,
you.
what I say is this: would they allow if they was here today watching this and see that? Would they allow they children to watch that on the would they allow their children to view something like that? Would they let you watch that when you was a kid?
No, absolutely
Absolutely,
not.
absolutely not.
Absolutely
My
not.
father's
Okay,
not even letting
okay,
you
But
go out. My father is the type that you're not going out with him with. See, I got this bonnet on.
okay.
You're not
right?
going out with him with that. You're not going out with him with no pajama pink, anything that look like
Yeah,
pajamas.
Okay.
He's just that old school. But that's also generational. He
That's
comes
true.
from a different
yeah.
generation as well. But
But
no, he's definitely
but
not. He
Shadow,
would definitely not.
let me tell you a little exception to that though. See, and to help you understand the kind of parents I grew up with. My daddy and mama, they were not about us seeing the sexual shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like if shit was sexual, they were like, get the fuck out of here. This ain't for kids. But let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you what my dad would do though. He knew I was smart and he would sneak let me watch raunchy comedy. So like Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, that was our little thing is he would like let me watch like the adult comedy because he was like cursing I don't give a fuck and you hearing stories for context about sex that's different than just straight up seeing some shit on the screen and not understanding what the fuck it's about. So my dad would he would he would like back when South Park came out my mom wouldn't let me watch South Park and me and my dad would watch it at night and that was like our thing. So my parents were like smart, they were nuanced, like they understood like I'm not trying to show a kid some shit the kid doesn't get. And again, but I grew up in a centralized media generation. I know I said the shit about the parents, but I will say this, because especially as somebody without kids but does have nieces and a nephew, I can't imagine how fucking hard it is to surveillance these kids. Because see, I grew up back when your mom could pick up the phone on you and say, get your, with
I
that,
can tell you how hard it is.
eavesdrop. I remember when you couldn't have your door closed in her
Cold.
house, honey. You better keep that shit
Shit,
open.
you can't
And
do
when
that
you
shit
get
now
in
with
the
me.
house, pound that shit down. So I grew up with
No,
parents who were really
Hell
into
no.
surveillance in that way, right? But I see these kids now, like my friends' kids, and the way they raise their kids and shit. They kids do whatever the fuck, and I'm like, how do your kids just do whatever the fuck?
see,
And
I'm gonna
they just,
explain to you. I'm gonna
I
explain.
don't get it.
Nah, see,
I
I
have a
don't do
daughter
that
that's
shit right
20.
there.
She's about to be
I don't do that
21.
at all.
It's a different. It's. I definitely say it's a different generation, but I take a lot of what I've already learned and instill that in her. I see her friends, and there's certain things I'm like, oh no, you can't do that in this house. You definitely know because I'm about to put hands, feet, and elbows on you.
I know my parents would.
You know you're not about to
I
do
got
that.
beat
But I also relent
a
on
lot.
certain things that I know I have to be progressive in my parenting. I can't do the same things that my parents did
Right,
with
right.
certain things, and it's certain things that I'm not gonna be progressive with. It's certain things that she already know. I'm the amongst her friends. I'm the cool mom. I'm the youngest of the mothers,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm the cool mom. I'm the mom that listens to hip hop. I'm the mom that keeps up on different fashions, and I'm that mom. But she also know I'm that mom that you can't just talk to me any kind of way. You can't talk to me like your friends do, cause I'm gonna punch you in your face if it gets too crazy, and that's just real talk. I tell my daughter quick, once you become, you could be a woman. I want you to grow into a wonderful, well-rounded, well-adjusted woman. But you gonna still respect me. That's my biggest thing is
Yeah.
respect level.
See, I broke from my parents because when my parents divorced, because again, my father, he had crippling mental illnesses, and it couldn't work because our lives were in danger at certain points, and
Was he in the Vietnam? Was he in Vietnam?
he was drafted for Vietnam and stayed in the military for over 20 years. That was his
Yeah, my
story. And
father
being
has
from
the
Roberta,
same thing.
Georgia, he said, this is my only out. And he
Yeah,
stayed there,
I'm working with veterans now, and
Mhm.
it's
What happened to my dad is tragic. And because he literally, he suffered for a long time. But that's neither here nor there. The point is I've been financially independent since I was 15, because my mom went into such a depression. And you got to remember, she was a housewife. So
mhm.
all of a sudden she got to work to take care of these kids that
Kids,
she
right?
has. And my brother at the time, he was like 15 when my dad really, when they split. So like I was 10. So I was still kind of young enough to understand, like, because John, if you really want to understand like why I'm the way I am, it's like when you're 10 and you see like mental illness for real, like your trust in authority figures, your understanding of power, that's a weird age. And and I'm reading a lot and I'm trying to understand, like, imagine like you can't trust your parents to not kill you. You're 10 years old and you're trying to process that thought. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're all you can think is survival. So I'm a survivor. I had to help my mom survive when she couldn't get out of bed to buy groceries. So I moved out when I was 17. I'm the first person in my family to go to college and get the fuck out of that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, I know what it's like to have that firm family, like parental sort of control over you, and then see it just collapse. And now all of a sudden I got to raise myself. Now all of a sudden I got to censor shit for myself. Now all of a sudden I got to determine shit for myself. And I can imagine there are kids who have to have that experience at an even younger age, or even, or who never experience any kind of real sort of stable, parenting from the household. And so I'm very sensitive to what children consume and how they consume it. But I feel like we're not really having those hard conversations about the Black family and the generational issues we really do have, and our issues with this technology, and how we're really introducing our kids to this technology. I I was a Bill Gates Millennium Scholar. I was a computer science major when I went to college because I was really good with computers, and I'm still like kind of in that coding community and that programming community, which again attracted me to Kwame Brown so much. And I know that like a lot of people talk about the power, they don't really understand the power of this shit. They don't really understand like how kids should be engaging this shit. It's not just for entertainment, but that's what it's turned into. And I think that's why we have so many problems. Like if your kid understood, if you understood more about technology, maybe you would be able to regulate it better in your house. And I think there's a generational knowledge gaps with this technology shift from centralized to distributed media that's really creating a lot of these conflicts, and we don't know how the language or the organization to really deal with it or talk about it. So
I agree.
I
And
agree.
some thoughts.
I would also say, to add on to that, not only that, and what the solution being, you know what I'm saying? Like Brother Kwame was saying on the coding, that's important. You know what I'm saying? I do coding, and the shit is the wave of the future. Anybody say it's not, just ask people who done made apps that's receiving 300 million, 400, 500 million dollars.
That's
You
a
know,
fact.
it's not a AI. I've heard people say stupid shit like AI creates the code, and
It
that's
can.
no.
It can
Who
for ransomware.
right? Listen what I'm saying though.
Sorry, I
Who
didn't mean, I
created
don't
the
mean to
AI?
get dorky on
Who
you.
who created the AI? If it's artificial, I mean someone made that.
Well,
That's
I have a,
code.
my best friend's a
Someone made it
roboticist,
to
so
to be an AI,
he
or it
does.
could be a self-learning or machine learning algorithm. Can have that, right? Or you can have virtual intelligence (VI), right?
Hmm.
And then the virtual intelligence is not self-adaptive learning, so it's programmed to do what you want to do up and until it's not. And that is
Hmm.
when you putting
Yeah,
the self machine learning. That's a different level of algorithm and code. That's on a whole nother level. That's like, some physics shit. Them
yeah. That's why
quantum.
I said my best friend's a roboticist, and he's in the valley, and yeah, I like
Yeah,
we talk.
they doing some
We are
serious
always
shit.
on
But
that shit. Yeah,
for the main point of coding and in trades in the school,
people are
vocational tech,
fucked if they don't learn
they
it.
need to put that more in the schools. Because when I came up, they had that. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Not
Definitely did.
only
Yeah, I
Definitely.
took programming. I took telecom. Definitely.
Mhm.
They don't have any of
right,
that in schools anymore. Like I said, my daughter is a junior. Well, she'll be a junior in college now. They don't have a lot of the art programs are gone.
Nope.
Hmm.
Vocational programs are gone. Like my daughter is photography and art history major, and she's probably like
okay.
one of three people of color in her class.
Hmm.
When she
One
go
of
to
three.
Okay.
fashion and designs?
I'm sorry?
When she go to fashion and designs?
No, she goes to New Jersey State College, University. But
Oh,
it's
okay.
no, just in the arts. Like fashion and design, there are a lot of people of color in that. But photography and art history, no.
No,
There's
art
not.
history is very white dominated, and
Yes, there's not.
honestly,
And my daughter, I'm not tooting my own, well, I'm going to it. My
you
baby
do it.
busts
Yeah,
his
keep
ass
that shit.
in that. You know what I'm saying? Being a female of color, I always, and
Right.
with coding and all those different programs, I think they absolutely need to be put in high schools and junior high schools. Our kids are set back,
But they're
especially
free. This is free knowledge. Like that's
that.
what people have to
But
understand. Like,
but anonymous, think about like how you said you had issues in your family
hmm
where it wasn't focused on you learning free things. You had to go seek that out. You got some
Hmm.
kids that aren't as determined or self-sufficient or self-reliant that's going to go seek certain things out. They still need parenting. They still need somebody to
Of
direct
course.
them in that direction. Certain kids only get an education once they go to school. They're only getting people to acknowledge them or see how they are once they go to school. And I
yeah,
think
people need
that.
to be more independent and do it yourself. And can I say this for your daughter? If she
Mhm.
is doing that pathway, you should really tell her to think about data science and digital humanities as like minors, because
Oh,
It's yeah, because
yes,
it's speaking
we into. She's into digital graphics. She's
but
into.
I said
She does it.
specific digital humanities. It's called digital
Oh, okay, okay,
humanities
okay. I'm look
because
into
it
that. I'm
would
gonna
give
see.
her a lot of opportunities to learn about curation and like all these things that are happening with curation right now. And there's a like there's like a whole community I belong to of black what they call themselves black knowledge workers or black memory workers. And it sounds like she could really benefit from that kind of like
I
access to
will
opportunity.
definitely steer her in that direction. She
Yeah.
likes to learn. She likes to learn new things, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what's up.
I was and John, I know you probably get sick of me because I sent you a thing on Insta and about just
No, I don't never
but
get sick
I
of you.
but I just I like to send people opportunity. Like I love sharing opportunities. I have a whole flipboard of open educational resources that I can share in the chat that I curate
Please do. I love all of
opportunities.
that
Yeah, I
stuff.
curate opportunities, jobs, free education, anything free because that's how I got out of my situation. Like when Kwame talks about how he got out of his situation. Granted, I ain't fucking made it to no MBA or millions of dollars and no shit like that yet, but but I definitely I it was the internet. I'm telling you, I went to college because of the internet. It was like there was so much free information, and that's how I found like all kinds of free money and like I learned how to do research. And it's hard because we're living in a generation now where they don't have that coding knowledge. They just want it to be like available to them. And if I don't see it on the first page of a Google search, then the information isn't relevant or valid. It's like people are just there's so much opportunity, like there's so much. People just have no idea. We just have to share. We have to share resources.
I definitely love sharing educational resources. I love it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sean, what are
I
you
think it
thinking
should
about
help
right
out
now?
too more with the awareness because I think a lot of schools have been taking the VOTEC stuff out, and that may be a causation of some of the problems that we see now in the educational curriculum. And to what the commenter was saying earlier, yeah, but they lack direction, and that's true because you have to steer. Usually, once you get to college, you're more of a free thinker anyway. Most of these kids might not go even to college. So they
No.
getting that in high school. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
dude, the ones in college, the
when
learning
you in
gap
high
is
school, you know what I'm
insane.
saying, you ain't really thinking about it like that in a more freer thinking mind. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might, but you gonna pretty much be what the high school norm is for your wherever you is. Now you might be an exceptional person, but
Right.
still, that's your class, that's what, whatever. So you think about it like this. Who were the people that you looked up to then? Even just in music.
Mhm.
I'm
Even
gonna be
though
real.
they was vulgar as hell, and you had fucking Snoop Dogg, Gin and Juice, we had some shit. We can go Two Live Crew, we can go all the way down the line. Okay, now Uncle Luke, we got Uncle Luke separate, but like I say, it's still the level of the shit now with that damn thumbnail I saw. How could they get away with it?
Yeah.
And this
I'm
is the
gonna
shit
say.
I'm talking about with the kids. My daughter, thank God, she can see now. She say, she's not a fan of the music anymore. She can even see it like daddy, that ain't right. Like why they doing that? I'm like,
I'm gonna
I
say
don't know.
something my grandmother told me. She told me when I was 11 years old. She said, "You know what? As the generations go on, you guys are going to be way smarter than us, but you are going to be weaker. You're going to be more impressionable, and you're going to be
She
easily
was
led
spot the
in a
fuck
different
on
direction."
already.
Huh?
I'm just saying, cutting you off on purpose. She was spot the fuck on already before you even finished. She was spot on.
Huh?
Shit. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Real
No,
talk.
it's okay. And she told us that when I was 11, probably like 9, 10 years old, that that's what was going to happen. And I see it now. I
Yeah.
see it that these kids don't have the wherewithal. Like even bullying, everybody gets a participation award. Everybody gets,
Mhm.
everybody's a winner. They don't know how to deal with no's. They don't know how to deal with things that are adverse, they fall apart. So now you have all these impressionable kids who want to belong to something, who need something. They're gonna watch those little Nas X's videos. They feel connected, especially
Yeah.
especially children who are gay, lesbian, bisexual.
Mhm.
They're going to gravitate to him. They
Mhm.
can't. These kids don't seem to be able to decipher that. It's like, okay, I'm gay for now. I've seen kids, my daughter's friends. Oh, I'm gay now
Mhm.
because it's
Now
popular.
I'm
Yeah,
gay
I'm gay
now.
now because it's popular.
Yeah,
Or I'm
and
this
these
now
gay
because
and
it's
these
popular.
kids have no history, no sense of history.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
I got tons of queer students. I said, okay, well, what's Stonewall? They can't
Mhm.
tell
Oh
me.
shit, you threw him back.
They can't tell
Mhm.
me what Stonewall was.
Nope.
They don't understand, and that's why when I hear the homophobia towards Lil Nas X, I get very sensitive because I'm like, y'all sound like white people sound when they be mad at us for being representing. And I understand it's not the same thing, but it's the same
Yeah,
kind of logic because they'll say, well, we don't want to see just like when they don't want you to speak your black English on a broadcast journalism show. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see your naps. We don't want to see your black. And I think that with being with gay people, it's like the whole notion of the closet. It's like people, gay people still get their ass beat down and killed. That still goes on because people still have fear. So my thing is, nobody's body should be a target of violence. But I also appreciate if that's not for you. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm old school. I do believe that your sexuality, it shouldn't be in the closet, but I'm just not with. Everybody don't need to know what the fuck I'm up to in the bedroom like that. Like
exactly. Like
I'm
you
gonna be
shouldn't be
I'm gonna be a
broadcasting that
lady in the
shit.
streets, but believe me, behind them closed doors, different story.
We get
And
it. We get the
it might not even be with just one person because that doesn't satisfy me.
we get the
Whoa,
whole
whoa, whoa, whoa,
gay
whoa,
thing.
whoa, 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 whoa. What?
What?
I didn't hear her the last part.
I
Oh,
Anonymous.
heard that
I didn't hear the last part.
I'm just saying, I'm very
I respect
fluid.
your honesty. I love it.
But
I
notice
respect it.
but
yeah.
I didn't come up in here with my naked ass showing too.
Expound
Exactly.
on
There
that.
you go. You're right.
Y'all had to get to that point with me. You feel
See?
me? And even then, if you don't want to hear about that shit, we not gonna be friends like that. I got friends like that if I want that. You feel me? So I just feel like that's the issue. People gotta understand there's a balance between respecting what the fuck adult people do. But Lil Nas X, let me be real. Lil Nas X, when he represents himself that way, to John's point, we have to ask ourselves, okay, is this a good song? Or is this about just you're selling an identity and you're
Did
really
right.
just marketing?
Hmm.
You know, and he opens himself up to criticism by representing himself that way. He knows that. But guess what? It gets him the views he needs to get the money he needs. So
yeah.
that's what this is about. It's about everything is about the money.
The shock
And
That's
value.
it. The
you
bag
know,
is getting to the bag. Everybody needs to get to the bag.
and these
The
kids
shock
now, I
value.
mean, I got students who, let me tell you, I knew that the tide had shifted when one day I was talking to one girl and she was talking about her problems with her boyfriend and her problems with her
Nah,
girlfriend and
sure, that
trying
wasn't
to
the
get
shock.
them together. And I said, I'm your instructor. It's really not appropriate to really talk to me about your relationships on that level. Like what, like we're friendly and everything, but there's I'm in a kind of in a position of power. We're not girlfriends. Like you need to understand, just because I look young and I look like y'all, and I understand that, like boundaries. And I think that's really what people want to talk about is just what boundaries should be appropriate, but they don't know how to talk about it without it
But
end up,
it
being, oh, they don't want to see that gay. Oh my God, naked men in the shower. Well, guess what? There's a lot of fucking naked men in the shower right now. You may not see it, but I
But
can
look, what
guarantee
I
you
was
there's
saying though
thousands
is
and
like
thousands of
if
gay
it's
men in
high
showers right
school
now. Right
kids
now.
that's consuming this media, more high school kids or late teens or middle teens consuming this, if what your theory is correct, then now if they are, why is this so sexualized so where that they can see it now? Because first of all, your high school child should not be and any sexualize any damn thing. You feel me?
Oh,
So
Bingo.
they should not
what
be watching it if
they
it's
shouldn't be,
You
but
got a
they
if it's
point.
women or men. If it's it shouldn't be none of that because you know how do you know? And then that's another thing. But
Can
I
I ask you
know
an honest
I get
question,
kicked off
Shatter
YouTube
Green?
if I say how do you know you're gay? Child ain't never had sex before. How would that child know that they was gay?
Well, hold on,
You
Shatter
ain't
Green.
never had
Let me ask you
no
though.
good pussy. Now how do you
Start?
know that?
When did you?
You know what I'm saying? You
But when
don't know
did you
that. You
start
shouldn't be
looking
having
at that?
sex of any kind at a young age like that.
Well,
You know
but
what I'm
what
saying?
we
what we're
gotta be
talking about is
realistic.
what I'm.
You
That's
know,
what I said.
we all started looking at different things and seeing different things
I
and
mean, when's your
being
dick start
curious.
getting hard? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's a good question, and that's where we
Yo,
start talking about
oh
sex and
shit.
gender. Because see, I would argue that kids
That's a
start
crazy.
feeling sexual.
That's just
Kids start feeling sexual at a very, very early
when I
age.
when I
But
was
whether or
born.
not they should
That's
be
when it
acting
started getting
upon
hard.
that
As
or
soon as
where
you
they
popped
should be
out,
doing it,
that
what's
motherfucker.
sorry, what'd you say, Shadow
That's
again?
every man. Goddamn it, shit. You better. You that motherfucker better.
But you know,
He got me
but I would
fucked up.
argue that you're socialized into your sexuality. So again, kids just like to
Right.
feel
So is
good.
it nurture or is it nature? Is
I
it the
think, yeah,
stuff that's
yeah.
around it, the media that's being fed, the non-compliance
No, I
of the
don't.
specific
What do you mean as far as
situation?
being either
Well, okay, like,
sexualized or gay?
She said social.
well, I'm talking
She
about
said
like
the social.
when you're a child, right? Think about when you were a child. Think about the first time you ever felt arousal, okay? And think about the context of that arousal. First, for a lot of people, that's very traumatizing to think about, right? I had my period at a very early age because I have very large breasts. And being 9 and wearing like a size C cup bra and having breasts when all the other girls don't, and having grown men look at you like that when you're like a kid for real, like 9, 10 years old, that sort of like led me down my path of sexuality because I didn't understand myself as a sexual entity until people started looking at me certain kinds of ways. People started touching me certain kinds of ways. And it wasn't like in a molestation type of sense. It was like literally other girls would want to touch my breasts because they didn't have them. Well, think about how like things like that combined with like like what Shattered Games was talking about, like images or media, and how was I supposed to think about myself and what I was supposed to do with that? Because back in my day, porn was something that boys shared. You know, you had your little Maggie or you got your video from your daddy. And I had an older brother, so I had older boys around and I was being exposed to those images from them. They would run trains on
Oh, you saw
girls.
cable
They would
real late at
they
night
would
at
do
this time.
Skinamax, right? Like, remember Marilyn Chambers, Emmanuel, right? Like, you know the softcore things that grew up
Maryland
on that show.
Chambers.
Remember?
Oh shoot!
I'm just
That's
breaking down
throwback
our
right there.
sexual literacies,
Super
right? Like, so
throwback.
when you start thinking about that, and you're like, well, how did I? Now you compare that to a kid now where they are exposed to sexual
Shit, that's
imagery
soft core
so
porn to them now.
constantly.
That shit is
Yeah.
like nothing.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
constantly, everything is sexualized. Everything is sexualized. So it's like, but the difference between us and them is like, we were like, it was like, I remember how it was like, ooh, girl, the milestones of sexuality. Have you sucked a dick yet? Have you, did you hunch? Did you, those little things when, those phases we went through. But these kids, it's just like full on.
I saw 12-year-olds in
And I
front
can't
of the
imagine.
library. 12-year-olds, 12, talking about sucking dick.
See, that's too
That
early.
to me,
That's too
and
fucking early.
no. To me, and these are the things your kids is going to school. These are the kids your kids are going to school with. I had one of my
Homeschool
Oh,
daughter's
is
we
friends
had
come
girls
to
immediately
like
me.
that at our school too, but
homeschool.
we had a word for them.
No, I mean I had one of my daughter's friends come to me and tell me, I'm gay, and I was like, okay, how was the physics test?
Right?
That's
And
my
you're like,
thing.
let's talk
I
about
don't,
that.
I
I want
don't,
to talk to you
I
Yeah.
about
don't
your
put no
attractions.
credence into that.
But
You,
How was
Yeah,
the
it's cool.
physics test?
I thought I
yes,
was gay
how
when
was
I
your
was 12.
physics
I
test?
thought
I
I
don't
was
care
gay.
about
I,
if
I
you
thought
gay
I
or
was
straight.
gay when I was 12 as well. I was a tomboy. I was a rapper. I could rap well as a girl, which was a problem for
But
the
you
way
ain't say
people
you was
saw me,
gay
like
though.
the way boys saw
Right.
me. But no, but I was sexually attracted to girls. I was always sexually attracted to women. and I was always sexually attracted to men. I was just sexually attracted to anyone who was attractive, because for me, sexuality wasn't about what's underneath your loins. It's not. I don't think about a dick and go I don't think about a pussy and go It's more, for me, it's about that intimacy, that intellectual, like that I have to have that connection, that energy with a person.
Okay.
It could be a person. So so I am a queer person, having this conversation, and again, like, but I know the difference between sort of that boutique sexuality that, when you ask your kids, are you sure this is really what you're about, and what is the quote unquote phase? I would say that kids now really do have to deal with that conflict, because so much of sexuality is wrapped up in the pornification of children's bodies through Instagram, through these platforms where they've learned at a very early age, let me get some money to get some clicks, right? And so I think that sexuality is kind of fucked up for kids right now. And I think we need to move back to that place where we don't deny the, like, which, Shattered Games was saying, like, yeah, you're gonna have a sexuality, you're gonna have sexual experiences. When I was 15 and I had sex with a boy for the first time, my mama said, all right, time to take you to the free clinic and get you on birth control. And she said, you're not going to the regular doctor, you're taking your ass to the clinic, because this is gonna be your fate if you don't be wrapping that shit up. And so I learned.
So do you think,
sex
can I ask you a question? Do you think that had it not been for that type of, you had to have some type of parenting? What about those kids that don't? What about those kids who learn from their friends? Learn about those things from their friends? Because like I just said,
that's how I ended up fucking a grown ass man when I was 15 from my friends. See what I'm saying?
That's why I try to teach my daughter, I don't care what you want to be. I don't care, gay, straight, whatever you want to be. I need you to focus, especially at 14, 15. I need you to focus on school. No, I don't care about who you want to lay with. We can lay down at another time. I'm going to give you these jewels right here, men or women. Look, you don't need that right now. But if you have to, this is A, B, and C. But let's focus on school, because I don't think you need a girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, or anybody.
But not so
I agree with you totally. And what I was saying too is
let you talk, brother.
The women, and my son, I'm gonna have a different talk with him. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now you can call that sexist. You can call, well, why don't you have the same talk with your daughter? But okay, and let it be that. But the talk I'm gonna have with my daughter is gonna be different about this type of shit.
Okay, so you gonna tell your daughter not to have sex?
No, I'm not gonna tell. I'm not. I've seen with my, you know what I'm saying, family members, female that was very taken care of, let's just say like that, and they was trying to keep her away from a lot of the demons of what we know, you know what I'm saying, as the craziness that goes on, until she got to college and all that. And then what happened when she got to college? Okay, well, now she's extra on some shit because you didn't combobulated her up at the house for fucking, from 9th grade to 12th, so she ready to get out there. And now she gonna make bad decisions. She gonna make very bad decisions, right? She goes and makes some decisions very bad. And then now you say to yourself, well, okay, I can't put the full handcuffs on. I gotta let her kind of experience something, but have some control. And let them think that they have control. But yeah, I know who he is. I know his family. I know he stayed. I know his auntie at. I know where you supposed to be at this prom night. I know all that. Call me an overprotective, sexist, toxic man, whatever the fuck. I don't give a damn. That's just the type of shit I do for my damn daughter. That's
you should be protecting your kids. How you
know
John?
I'm all the way with that. But you should not be thinking of no sex while you in no school and telling me nothing about it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Yeah, you need to use a rubber if you're a boy, and please don't bring no damn babies to my house, because we gon'
use a rubber if you a boy or girl.
Look, see, I ain't got no kids because I've been wrapping it up.
You got the birth control for the women, all that. But what I'm saying is, don't bring no babies in the house either way, or female.
What I'm saying is, you use a rubber. I'm a nurse. I advocate using protection for both, not just the pill, because there's some things out here that these kids are dealing with.
Prophylactics.
I told my
You better
that
put a
some of
rubber
that
band
stuff
on it
goes
before
through
you
the
be
condom.
diving up in
You know
that
what I mean?
pussy.
This
Yeah,
shit
that
What?
is
shit
crazy.
definitely do.
I said it if
Wait,
it.
wait, 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 wait,
I,
wait. Y'all said some what goes through
I'm
the
sorry,
condom?
trying to get.
Yeah,
I just
No,
yeah.
no,
said
no.
ripper band if
What
you.
goes through the condom? Because I need to be
They were
educated.
saying they, yeah. That's why I told my. I mean, it was definitely a scare tactic to my daughter, but I saw that shit. It was some kind of simplex, certain type of herpes that was, you know what I'm saying. They was getting it through in the condom use. They still was getting it because it
Well,
was
that's
so
skin to
small.
well, that could be that's skin to skin if you have an outbreak.
But I don't know
Most
what that about. But I seen it in the thing. It was talking about how some of the faulty condoms was not up to date with that particular type of strain of that type of herpes or whatever.
And it
And I
still don't
told
even matter if you
my
believe
daughter
it.
and I told my motherfucking me stepson at the same time. And I told him that, you know, now you can say it's a scare tactic, whatever.
Nah,
I don't give a
man,
damn.
No, but
I
it's
much
still
rather
it's
ways
he
to
tell
where
real.
like
me
if
it's real.
so if a dude comes in a condom and he continues to keep going, that shit can come
It'll
out the
spill
condom.
out, and it's
It
nasty.
definitely
Exactly.
can.
You
Exactly.
know, arguably, you wish that this is like
That's
public
why I have a
school
wife.
education, right? But you can't be trusting
I don't.
everybody to
I'm
teach
not out
your
there
kid
sticking a
about
dick
that,
in.
because there's some
well,
things in the
wives and
world,
husbands
man.
don't always
Ugh.
be. Well, that's another story.
Yeah, we know
I
we
mean,
good.
Y'all,
We
how
we
many
we
how many
we,
how
we,
many
we
brothers you know
together.
that told you, man,
You
damn man,
together.
the
I
rubber
was
broke.
with the
It
I was with the
happens.
same person
That's
for
how kids get
9
here. The
years,
rubber
and we
broke.
used condoms the whole fucking time because I'm like, I don't trust anybody. You're not going up in here without 9 years.
What do
Made his
you,
ass use a condom
Abstinence.
for
I preach the
9 fucking years.
John? What are you going to teach your kids?
Yeah.
about what, sex?
Sexuality, gender roles, everything that we were just talking about. Because your kids are what fairly young still.
Nah, I got an older. I got my oldest child is 15.
Oh well, there you go.
Um, I don't know. I be very private about when it comes to what I say to my kids, only because of the amount for every good people watching somebody sit back in the shadows, wicking to pick apart some crazy shit. I had some crazy motherfuckers tell me went off about me about my children now, say I'm a horrible father because I moved to California. You know, so I don't talk about my children, but I don't know. I don't know what I say about sexuality and all of that stuff. What was the other one besides sexuality?
Just gender roles. As far because I know you said you have you have sons and daughters. As far as you know how they make gender roles and sexuality a combination.
And
What is
both my girls call themselves girls. Both my boys call themselves boys. Like I don't even- like I don't
Exactly.
you
That's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Like it ain't complex to me. Like you know, they feel like two little girls and two little boys. And I don't know. I have a one my best friend in the entire world, man. Like I wish I can get her to come back on YouTube again. She used to be on YouTube. She goes ultra deep with this gender role and all this other shit. And to the scientific level, to the zygote before you perform to a baby shit. And I think I'm not saying you agree with her, but I just think on the topic, I wish I can get her on my stream. As
Yo,
far as female go, when you talked about that earlier, I don't like to offend people. Like I don't give a fuck about a word. So if a word offends somebody, I don't just want to say it. But that's a total different situation to my curiosity. Midgets, well, dwarfs get mad if you call them a midget to say it's an M word, like the N word. To me,
like
the
that's a
word
little person.
to me and like midget sounds better than a dwarf. Dwarf sounds unrealistic, but that's not my opinion. It's them. That's how they want to be called. If they want to be called a dwarf instead
I
of a
think they
midget,
wanted to be called little people.
Nah,
Little
you
people.
gotta call them little people, bro.
no,
LP.
no, the
Yeah, because they
scientific,
LP could be a
the literal scientific word is dwarf. Dwarf
Dwarf.
is
It is.
It's true.
It
It is.
is dwarf, but they be
yeah.
talking about call me little person.
Yeah. But I'm like, I don't do it. So like if a woman be like, don't call me female, my left hand like, I ain't calling the motherfucker female. I don't give a fuck. I just want everybody to be happy. But then my other side is like, I only called you a female after I said males and females. So do I say males and women, or you know what I'm saying? Like, or do I have to say men now because I got to say women? Like, I don't.
Hmm.
Just my curious side is like, because I ain't mean no harm by it. I think sometimes feminism can get to a point to it can make people afraid to open up because they don't want to get something wrong, and then the people who take feminism to an ultra bad level, so they picking on everybody else, and you
Hmm.
picking on good people who want to help women have equal rights and be treated fairly, and you could
Well,
lose a
that's
soldier that
right.
can help you with that when there are really bad people out here.
And that's why I
Sometimes, you
I
told
know.
want.
you where I wasn't offended, right? Because, even though I feel that way about the word
Yeah, no,
viscerally,
not you.
yeah, no, I know. I
Hmm.
just wanted to like agree with you like so much on that that like I know people get afraid to because they don't want to offend, right, or something like that. But
Hmm.
I just gotta stress like, you know, we
I
just
like
have to
certain
talk it
gender
out.
roles. I'm not even gonna play no game. If I don't have to change a tire and it's a man there to do it, I want him to do it.
Yeah, I don't
If
treat women
if there's
equal.
if there's a
Um,
robbery in progress and we're together, I don't want to have to defend him. I want him to defend me. So you know
No, you want him to defend the both of y'all.
exactly, exactly.
Right.
Me
Just
personally, I'm gonna be honest. If a female can actually maintain and handle herself, that's more props and salute to her. I can't stand some lazy ass chick who prefer to just sit on her ass and say, "Fuck it, I ain't doing it."
I don't
Like
know.
no
I
matter
don't.
who you are, like
Right.
I never was that type of person. Like, fuck out of here. You better get off your ass and do something. What are you doing? Like, you just gonna sit here and
I
just let
just
you
try
sit up
not
like
to
that.
gender people. Like I find myself whenever I hear people being like, I'm a real woman or a real I'm just like
I'm saying,
person.
but
I just use
that's
the word person a lot
oh,
more
I
than I use the
oh,
word
okay.
women, because it's just
Did you just start that, or was that something that you always
I
carry?
as a woman, if I'm just to be completely honest with you about my personal experience, this is my personal experience and I'm bringing it to the table. Every time anyone has gendered me, it's been as a method of diminishing my value. It's, well, think about the insult, be you a pussy, you being a female, you being effeminate. All the terms that would describe what I would be as a woman are used as insults. So therefore, when people perceive me, my value is really only in so much that people can tell me what to do, in so much that I am agreeable, in so much that I am doing what I need to do to sacrifice myself for the greater good. So I've always felt that that kind of language, if I were to believe it, would inhibit me from exhibiting the excellence that I have. And I feel like as a smart woman, and I'm not saying that to be arrogant, I've always had to struggle with my intelligence because it's something that I've been taught to conceal and hide myself in the midst of men and to be quiet and be quiet and be quiet, because what I have to say is not important as a woman. It's really a lot and I've had to resist a lot. I mean, I'm diminished every space I go. I have to fight for space. And
You,
that's
you
why,
sitting in a lot of
I'm the
fucked
way
up
that I
areas.
am,
Leave them people
but
alone.
think about how much of that is wrapped up in because I'm a woman. And people also just make assumptions about shit. Like I
But it's
said,
the
like
same thing, though, Anonymous.
same thing as what?
A woman and a female, it's the same thing. A girl and a, it's the same thing. A
When you
girl,
insult another
a
man,
female.
when you insult another man, what do? You're gonna call him you being a bitch, you being a pussy, you being a don't be a girl, don't oh he crying like a girl. I'm just saying, look at our expressions of insult
No,
and
I'm
how gendered
actually
they are.
if I want to see my insults might get real channel taken down. So I'm not going to go that extent. So that's what I say. Like
But I'm talking about in
a
general, not necessarily you,
female, a
beware, but I'm
woman, a
saying
girl. I feel like they all the same. So like I didn't say. Now I could tell that you're an older female or older woman. So that's why. I didn't
Older
say the.
woman. How older woman do you think I am?
I know you're not. I know you're not in your teen. I know you're not a teen. So I didn't say the
I am
girl,
not yet 40 at all. So
but
just
still,
saying.
you're not a girl.
You're
You
not
you know.
40 yet?
Not
So
at all. I'm
you,
not
you
yet
know,
40.
That's
it would have
okay.
been
40 is
I'm a
fabulous.
very I'm
yeah,
look, I yeah.
it would have been kind of more disrespectful if I said the girl or the chick. I just caught myself and said the
No, but
female.
beware, I'm not talking
So
about that. I'm not
no, I
talking
know.
about
I'm
that.
just saying. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
saying.
talking
So
about
like,
just so
no, I get it. I get it. So
like
like
how
when
being a
you
woman is
the
automatically a
y-
cause to be
your
insulted. You
breakdown, I
understand what I'm
feel like
saying?
it's all the same thing. I just
Well,
was saying
well,
like
let me
it's.
hear you out.
I just was saying like your breakdown is just to me it's all the same thing. A female is a woman and a woman is a female. So like I'm hearing what you're saying and it makes sense, but I I really
Well, a
don't see
trans
no
woman would
difference.
disagree with that because see,
No, see, but they don't exist right in this
oh, but they
conversation that we
do.
having. No, no,
Right,
they don't. Not in this conversation we having.
right, right,
In this conversation we having, they don't exist. They're not
right.
even a thought. This
But
is
they're
what
a
I'm
thought
trying
for
to say.
me because I
No,
like
but
right
not right.
now.
But right now, they not a thought in this conversation. So like when I say you're a female, and then you say no, I'm a woman, I feel like I get it. You respect
Well, no,
a
you're
hundred.
right. I look, I have a pussy. Okay, it bleeds every month. I have eggs that are still left,
I
just a
I
few.
know. I
So,
believe you
so,
did.
so, so it, I mean, so yeah, in that sense, yes, biologically sex female, certainly,
But I
and
respect
Man,
everything you were saying for sure.
but
You-
woman, I'm just saying that the complexity of being a woman and
So,
understanding too
oh,
that
I, I
oh, go ahead, beware.
I hear you. I hear exactly what you're saying now. You
Yeah,
feel like the woman title is. I feel you. I hear you.
yeah, like
It's more stronger than that female
it's
title.
my way as a black woman, like as a black woman, right? What does it mean for me to be a black woman?
Facts.
And
Yeah, I
I
hear you.
think of, and you think about Sojourner's famous truth, aren't I a woman?
Hmm.
Right? That's because we're expected to have the emotional fortitude of a man, take it, work, be there, sacrifice, do. And I'm not saying we all rate hit the bar, right? Because there's plenty of fucking failure across the fucking board. There's piece of shit dudes, there's piece of shit chicks, there's piece of shit everybody. And the stand up people are rare no matter what the gender, I would argue.
Hmm.
Um, but I know that my claiming womanhood is my way of saying I do hold certain virtues and I do hold certain behavior honorable. And one of those behaviors is I'm not selling pussy. Okay, I'm not selling pussy, but I'm not necessarily vilifying women who have to do it. But at the same time, we need to ask ourselves, why do so many people gotta sell? Why do so many young people, let's be very real, young people gotta turn to selling their ass?
$40.
Because the lack of skills, the lack of purpose, the lack of fucking connectivity. Like there's just
Why you ain't call her
we're
a
we're
goofy?
in a
She's not a
fucked up
goofy.
moment where it's like, so for me,
Why
when I
you
claim
call her a
being a
goofy?
woman, it's my way of saying my generosity of love is expressed through care and nurturing. That's why I share
Mhm.
resources. That's why I educate. That's why like I want to interact with men and I want to have conversations with men, not to dominate or whatever, but just for understanding,
Yeah, to have a conversation.
because I just feel like there's just so much misunderstanding because there's just so much power struggle all the time over. Because at the end of the day, most men, if they talking to you, the first thing they're thinking is, "Can I fuck her? Will she let me fuck her?" I know how y'all motherfuckers is.
Now you can't say yeah because I'm 40. Me and my wife,
But
we've been together about eight and a
when
half,
you see
going
a
going
woman,
on
the
9. We've been
first
together
thought
rocking.
is she fuckable?
I don't know what those niggas is doing out there now.
That's
Oh,
my
but
I've
before
experience.
you
been rock. I've
forget,
been chill. I've been
John's
in a
really quiet,
relationship.
and I really want to know why.
I
And I
don't know
know
what
it's
them niggas been
replays,
doing.
but
I'm
real,
single, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done
Yeah.
put in my time for a long relationship. I'm chilling.
See,
yeah,
this is my first relationship, and wow, yeah. So and it's not even a relation. This is yeah, we together. This is nothing that's gonna one of those. Nah, fuck that bitch. Nah, this ain't enough.
Hey, but though, man,
Yeah, this
I'm
ain't
about
one
to
enough.
pass out sitting in this uncomfortable chair. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
want y'all to think like it's like I have to be this way. It's just like, nigga, I'm out of town. This shit is crazy right now.
oh
Nah,
no,
But it's
you
not
been
no.
gonna be
working.
late. I'm going back. When I get back home, I'm going back to my normal time. But I'm gonna end the stream. But I don't want y'all to get comfortable thinking that we got to do this shit at like 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. Just tomorrow's my last free day, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be with Jessica Reed.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can't wait for that.
Congratulations,
Nah,
and as
you
much
Congrats.
as I
Yes.
think
definitely
about
can.
it,
Nah, you I
I
don't
can't
call
wait.
somebody a goofy. What are you talking about?
what
Person
you
in the
mean,
chat said I always call somebody a goofy. I don't call nobody a goofy. I'm a nice person. What are you talking about? I smoke weed and like to chop it up with y'all.
boy? You better goddamn get bigger skin coming on here, boy. You gotta get
Well,
used to them comments.
Come on.
You'll
You
be
from
what are
shocked
New
at
you
what I
York.
talking
get,
about?
bro.
He said I call somebody a goofy. I don't call, especially in the
Beware, you
chat.
from New York. You got thicker skin than that.
No, no, I mean you're not. No, what I
No,
said was that the person in the chat is
y'all some
saying that I
fluid
always call
motherfuckers
somebody
in
a
New York,
goofy,
man.
and I'm like I don't call nobody a goofy, especially in the chat. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
I
Sean, I
don't know
really
what he's
appreciate
saying.
you letting me on tonight. It's just really
No,
Yes,
easy to
you're a
I
tell
goofy.
people.
Come on now, you know you can come on in whenever. Let's have. I want Crystal on here because I want to
He
make
said I don't
Crystal a
want a
mod,
goofy.
but like Crystal be rocking me so hard even when she disagree. I want her to be a mod, but I don't let nobody mod. I know who they are. Like even you, anonymous wish. Like I know who you are. So
Yeah, because you know my real identity.
yeah, but like I want to hear Crystal mouth, voice, some
I'm not
goddamn
that
shit
hard to
besides a
find,
pink
by the way.
screen.
Yo, bro, I never asked to be
I
no
just
mod shit because I know my time is different, and
I'm
I don't
anonymous.
have time for none of
I'm
that shit.
anonymous wish because
I'll let you, bro. Like I
No,
definitely will let you
I
know.
couldn't even. I wouldn't
anonymous.
even.
I really
I
do
don't have
need
enough
all of
time for that.
that
To be,
information
you know what I
from you.
Well,
mean? I
yeah,
smoke too
Nasha,
much.
you know, get at me.
I'll be
Look,
missing
if
too
you
much shit.
click on that flipboard that I posted here, let me see if I can post that one more time to open
Yo,
everybody's
Muslim
personal
Geechee.
Every
Yo,
question
boy, I
would be,
told you, boy, Muslim Geechee will beat the fuck
would
out the
be-
Black Panther. This nigga said they used to box in school.
That's the big bro.
Yeah,
I
nigga.
appreciate you
Them
real,
Geechee
man,
men ain't no
for
joke now.
letting
My
me
father
on.
a full-fledged one and he'll tell you quick. They are no joke.
Yeah, that nigga
And
that
they
don't
gonna
play,
stand
bro.
on what they say.
Geechee, I'm finna shut the stream down. But not yeah, Muslim Geechee. I saw you when you first came on and asked for the link. I knew I was tired at that time, but we got like one more. We got to. I'm flying back August 7th. We got like until one whole week. Then I have a normal schedule where we can be on. But if y'all noticing, we're moving away to doing our own unique thing over here. So everybody got their lane. Self-taught doing his own little thing, and we can do our own thing. Talk about real shit with the panels and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
so it ain't gotta always be about Hassan Camel and all that shit.
this was a pretty,
Right on.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm like a very personal person. Like I feel like that's how we learn what we really learn is like when we connect over the real shit. Like, thinking
Hmm.
about, when we get beyond, let's talk about the agents and the go, all that.
Yeah,
Like you see, I bring my whole self to this shit. I'm like, okay, this is and I love that you guys were so open to that. And I just really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I kind of feel like there might be maybe an agent of three on out there in the world, but it's no point to really speak about it. It's people who think like that. And I feel like there are some type of, because listen, at the end of the day, it gotta be some type of stupid shit to let stupid motherfuckers survive in a world like this, where at the end of the day, some of the motherfuckers wouldn't even survive. I look on this YouTube shit and I'm like, wait,
Press
hold on.
one guy, because that's some
Word,
full fledged shit,
come on.
man.
And then, like I said, 2017, the nigga dirty, the nigga shirt all stretched out, all
Mm,
dirty. And then next thing you know, this nigga fly, nigga got a new hat, nigga glasses.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This nigga got all the wish jewelry on, nigga flashing money. When you
wish
he talk
jury.
about he talk
Wish
about
Jury.
every
Which
fucking and I'm not trying to bring up the guy name, but y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about.
Nigga
This nigga
said
speak
wish
about
jury.
everybody.
Because it's
This nigga spoke
which
about everybody that passed
no,
recent. You know what I mean?
he's
Like,
a
and then the nigga
right?
detailer.
talk
He's a
about how
detailer
they died
sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
graphically, and the nigga still on the joint. So If it's
Nobody
not,
says
if
rocking
if it,
snot boxes. Nobody
if
says
it's
that
listen,
now.
hold on, Nasha, hold on. If it's not somebody pulling a string or two, then what is it?
Man,
Because
Joshua Crochin, man,
no,
I
check
know
it,
he,
Anonymous. Let's be
yeah,
real. If me and you or me and Nasha or me and Real made a page right now, a channel, and we talk that
man, y'all
fucking
smoking
talk,
these blunts got
then
me
we smoke.
jealous and
They
desiring
gonna
it.
smoke our channel instantly. They gonna bang our shit. They gonna hit us with all types of red flags and all
Yeah,
types of
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Well,
We
well, I don't really know. I would like to know more about how
nah.
YouTube
It's
works.
listen. Come on. Let's be real. I had comments bang for calling somebody a motherfucking sissy. You
Mm-hmm.
serious?
And
Yeah,
Really?
it's the PC culture,
Like,
and I think
and
anonymous. I
it
think you
wasn't
know
even like,
that too.
hold on, bro. It wasn't even like I called him a sissy. I said, yo, why are you acting like a sissy?
Yeah, but it
see
doesn't
those
matter, bro.
feminine
Or how about this? How about this,
insults.
Anonymous? How about this? Oh, so you must be one of them Trump kid supporters.
Mm-hmm.
My motherfucking channel get banged for being
Mm-hmm.
a bully. A
Mm-hmm.
bully. Y'all really
So,
want to see a bully?
so let me tell you how that works. I think, and
Like,
this is how I think it works.
Yeah,
People have
the
to
PC culture,
report
man.
you. People like bots or
nah,
people have to
no,
actually
Anonymous. It was
flag
my
your
fault for
shit.
cutting you off, dog. But it was YouTube. It was nobody reported me. It was YouTube. YouTube came at me and said, we,
No,
us.
no, I get
Not
that, but
no. YouTube didn't say we got to report because you get. I got one of
oh,
those.
so
I
there's
know
a
the difference.
different. Oh,
I got
oh, okay,
three
okay. No,
separate
no, you're helping
emails
me
from
understand because
YouTube.
I don't understand how it works.
Yeah, I got three separate emails from YouTube.
Okay,
I got
okay,
Yeah,
one telling me
I understand what you're
that they
saying, man.
saw the
Yeah,
joint, right? I
okay.
got one saying that they saw and they rocked it. I got one saying that somebody reported me, and then I got one saying that the person who runs the channel reported me. So I got three
Gotcha,
separate
gotcha.
emails and they tell you, like, they make it clear when you get banged. They make it clear when you just a regular watcher. You're not a
Okay.
channel. You're not a channel holder. I'm not a channel holder.
Well,
Like,
listen, guys, I want to talk forever, but I'm looking at John, and I can
Yeah.
tell he is a
Right.
tired man, and I
so
Oh yeah.
love
this is
y'all
what I'm
so
trying to tell you.
much,
Like, I
and
know
I'm
the
gonna come
whole.
back,
This is
and
why I
I
be
want
trying
to
to be
convo.
easy on John channel and not talk crazy.
No, well, look, you got great, convo, man, and no offense here in any kind of way. Notice I'm an easygoing chick. I really don't take anything personally. I'm intense, but I'm not like I don't take a lot of shit personal. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
Nah, I
we'll
never
chop
thought you
it.
did. I knew you
We'll chop
didn't.
it up next time. I'm glad that y'all
Yep.
say, but y'all proved me right though. I always tell people, y'all can say whatever you want me about me being live for a long time. People still be here from the beginning to end. I never lose.
Mhm.
Same amount of people from the beginning. It's the same people here watching now. So I'm gonna
Yo,
catch
I bet
everybody
you,
next
yo,
time,
bro.
man.
I
Yep.
bet you
I
that
all
chick
right.
appreciate
still
you.
be
Good
in
night,
here
everyone.
watching.
Again,
Yeah.
it was nice to meet y'all and talk to y'all.
Yeah,
Also,
you too.
anytime.
As
Thank you, and
well.
thank you, Nasha,
yeah.
and also
Good
my
night.
boy Shadow Star, man. Beware, you know you
All right.
welcome all the time.
Appreciate you,
You
man.
already, bro.
All right, man.
No doubt, man. Hold it down, bro.